Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work. You need somebody?
When I need proof, I pray that I find the truth. Feel like it's pulling my tooth, and what's done in the dark slowly letting me loose. My love right by my side, she know I ain't got no coof. Picture me, tossing in my sleep. I'm fighting demons alone, she hugging me, screaming we. Picture somebody bringing life to your life. Got the plug, told Virgil, right wife on my wife. Nick it easy.
Welcome back to another episode. Back with my brothers on another potting day, as we would like to say.
Yes, sir.
You good?
Yeah.
You scared me. He scared me for a second there. But no, we have another episode, as we always say, and we have two guests here.
We don't always say that. You always say it.
That's true. That is true. I'll give you that.
Touche.
So we have someone who actually was not on the pod, but was on something that we had back in season 1.
Minding that black woman's business.
Yes.
B.I.
So we have Saneia.
Yes.
AKA Miss Push.
Queen Push.
Queen Push.
Queen Push.
Queen Push.
All your banana pudding needs.
Yes.
Part of the reason why I could never lose no goddamn weight.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a banana pudding or pudding person, but that shit gave me a food gasm.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that's what we aim to do. That's what we want to do.
Yes. And we have Fatima here.
Hi.
Can you do us a favor and go ahead and plug your business. Let us know what you have here and what you do for the black business.
So I'm Fatima, an event coordinator or event planner, and my business is Timelessly Unique Events, and we do decor for baby showers, birthday parties, weddings. I've had the pleasure of doing someone in this circle's wedding, and anything that comes my way, I'll do. I'll transform a basement, a garage. You give me the space and give me the time. A school. A prom. You name it.
Time out. You still about wedding?
No.
Jazz wedding, right?
Oh,
so you said circle? We went. He looked at me. I was like,
no, not this circle.
I'm sitting there like, how the hell did I miss that?
I was confused.
Because he looked at me. I'm like, I don't know.
I was like, in my mind, I'm like, you see her there?
Bro, listen. I was like, I don't know.
He said she come on and say for
Yeah. Jazz wedding was definitely, Jazz wedding was a vibe.
Now just be liar.
Get on this microphone and lie.
I was really about to be like, you work for Falls Manor?
Bro, that's all I had. I just saw a wedding every day. You did that? Like, I didn't know. I was stuck.
How long have you been doing this?
This year made 2 years.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't my wedding.
We will be contacting you because we still thinking about. I'm trying to get us to have a WWE theme.
That's not
for Hero birthday?
For Hero birthday.
I was nervous. I was hold on there, Shar. I got you.
Don't have my baby's playing water. Don't bring it to my house.
You can convince her to do that?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
I was thinking it.
I mean, the last thing that I convinced her to do was let the wedding colors be burgundy.
So
that was a big pull. So then you got to get with this one.
Yeah, so.
You can't pull a razzle-dazzle, razzmatat.
I got to lose some weight. And then. But yeah, so we definitely going to be hitting you up
Definitely.
about that.
I know she is.
Yeah. So sis, go ahead and plug your business real quick.
I am the banana pudding pusher. I make a variety of homemade desserts, including pudding. I make banana sweet potato pudding, which is Anthony's and Shar's favorite.
I think that's everybody's favorite.
I make strawberry shortcake pudding in the summer, or Oreo, and then I have an apple a la mode for the fall and winter.
Apple. It's crazy. The Oreo joint was crazy too.
Yes,
The Oreo joint,
The first one she gave me a
Yes.
sample, and I looked like the sample was going. I'm just looking like.
Where the
I
rest?
couldn't
So
believe
I took Tashira's like she's like, oh well, was this mine? No, that was mine. Don't worry about it.
this was mine.
that was mine.
And,
That's okay.
and I also do small bites. So I do salmon sliders. I offer dips and double eggs as well.
Salmon sliders. Oh, you
Bananas.
So I was walking around at the gender reveal
yeah,
party.
you ain't coming to gender.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We wasn't there yet.
Damn.
Suck to be you.
But
You
yeah,
had to be. No, you couldn't have been. All right.
Yeah, no,
Ain't nothing to do with me.
But the banana sliders,
banana
sliders?
the salmon sliders.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I mean, I could only imagine.
I ate like 3 of them. I was like, who
And
made this?
she make 2 different. What's the 2 sauces that you have?
Oh,
for
I
them?
make an aioli sauce, and then I make more of like a I guess I don't even know how to describe the other one, but I make 2 different sauces because you
That's
have
when
2
know
different
that joint is
options.
Crazy when you can't even describe
Like,
it.
you put it? Stuff.
Just try it, nigga. Damn.
When you place some order, you'll get some sauce.
Yeah, that joint was good.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I can, for someone who doesn't eat banana pudding.
She made you a believer.
I'm a believer.
It was literally like,
What is this?
That's how it
oh
really is.
shit! I felt I was in tune with my sensitive self.
Yeah.
Start hearing your ancestors talk.
Yeah,
Sounds
somebody
about right.
called the sweet potato pudding a form of self-care.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
that shit was erotic as shit on my tongue. Like food porn. What is this?
I need a minute. I need to be by myself. I need to be by myself.
After 2 bites, I'm gonna go smoke a blunt.
But it's one of them joints like when they come in the house, you just gotta hide it.
No,
Fact, yeah.
it really does get hidden.
At the gender reveal, that joint came. I say, oh, I need one. Hey, like, shh. Nigga, I need one.
That was one of those moments where you scoop in the middle of the night, you in the refrigerator and shit, door wide open, you in your drawers and shit. Your wife come in, what you doing? Nothing. I take it off. You did that shit before, didn't you?
I didn't do that. Team, how was your week?
My week has been good, challenging, tiring, but I'm persevering through.
Nevertheless, she persisted.
Absolutely. How was your week?
My week was all over the place.
It was a rocky.
It was a little rocky.
Yeah, the sigh. I don't know.
Me and T.Y. had a conversation, and it was.
Well, excuse me. I gotta do all shit with the iPhone and shit.
Get your own phone, bitch.
I do.
Me and T.Y. had a conversation. It was pretty good. It actually stemmed off something he seen on we seen on social media, and it was one of them thought provoking, encouraging conversations. So, my father-in-law turned 71. Shout out to him. Work was challenging. Got into it with one of my supervisors because I think they just.
We up there. What's up with it?
No, I checked him in like the greatest form ever. No, it's astonishing when us our culture get into a tiff or a back and forth with white people, and they are not ready for the language, the verbiage that we can use. And they just be like, oh shit, he know those words and he can articulate them in the right way.
You should have told him you got a podcast. You started acting different. You started using bigger words.
My vocab changed when I started potting.
Yeah, and
Words like verbiage.
First thing Aunt said was, what's up with all this vitriol?
I talked to my pop. We had a nice little conversation. It's encouraging me to not curse too much on the pod. He felt some type of way when we did the young episode, the young people episode, and we was cursing a lot.
Oh, with the
So
kids.
yeah, as him being like 54, I dig him. So and I actually said that in the beginning of the season that I was gonna stop, but a nigga.
You're a work in progress.
Yeah, I'm work in progress. He ain't done with me yet. And the last thing, man.
I tried that season 1. It didn't work out.
I know it is kind of hard.
I feel like I was bored in season 1. I had to find who I was. Now I don't give a fuck. Like, it happens. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I dropped Hero, man.
You dropped?
Yeah.
That's why I said I wanted him to tell you. I wasn't telling. I wasn't telling. Hero, all right. I'm like, yeah, he good.
Yeah, man. I dropped him, man. He was sitting in the Bamba or the Booba.
The what?
The Bamba.
You want the Bamba?
He was sitting in the joint. He was strapped in, and I probably shouldn't have had him sitting on the ottoman.
No.
Probably shouldn't have had him
He
sitting
fell
on the
off the ottoman.
Fell off the ottoman backwards.
And the thing?
And the Bamba. All right, so look. He's sitting there. I'm feeding him. I'm giving it to him, doing airplane shit. Yeah. Like, we having fun. He damn near off the whole joint, the whole container. You know, he kid, so he got all the shit on his mouth. Man, I had him, but I think I had the food in my hand, and I let him go to grab the white. When I came back, he was falling. So I seen his face in slow motion. His face read, when I get older, I'ma fuck you up. But I think the Bamba, because the Bamba, like when he sits in it, it comes up to like half of his back. Okay. So I think that actually broke his fall a little bit. Mm-hmm. He still hit his head, but I mean, he was crying for probably like, it happened at 5:04. He stopped crying at 5:10. Hesitated, but I said, I might die. So I called Shar at 5:12. Shar ran in the house looking like a fucking runaway slave.
I'm sure.
She was like, oh, baby.
I'm sure.
But we did call the doctor. The doctor said, just bring him in, check him out. But he was cool. He was good. He still seems.
I talked to him this morning. He is.
Yeah, don't look like he fell at all.
Not at all.
I told her, put it in the baby book.
Not at all.
I dropped my baby.
Growing pains.
I never dropped TY ever. I don't know how the fuck I dropped Hero, but
his hands.
Sis, how was your week?
My week was okay. Yeah, it wasn't any big wins, but it wasn't any big losses, so I'll take that.
Gotcha.
My classes start tomorrow.
That's what's up. What you gonna major in?
I'm going for my master's in organizational leadership.
Sure.
So yeah, just getting ready for that. Getting ready to transition back to being a student. Yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm. Steph,
what's up, man?
How was your week, man?
First of all, shout out to the big guy upstairs.
Yes.
For catching Hero.
That.
But my week was just a regular week until I got the news that President Biden, shout out, he canceled all the ITT tech loans.
Oh yeah.
So at first it was just for the people who.
Damn, man. What about the culinary loans?
The what?
The culinary loans. The hell?
Oh, you gotta look on that list.
Yeah,
it's a list.
It's a list.
Yeah.
But see, at first,
Empire on there.
Shut the front door.
I believe Empire. I'm
So-
like 90% sure.
So at first it was just the people who went and didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
But then this past week they just said
That'd be me.
everybody, even the people who completed and got their degree, they canceled one of them loans.
I just want. So did you look at the list?
At this point in time, you're not getting the money back.
So the first time.
If the Art Institute on there is the
I
question.
didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't look.
I can't recall.
Because they shut the whole school is like done. But they still want their money. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
But yeah, so to answer your question, I didn't check the list the first go round. This was like late last year. I didn't check the list. Because once they said that it was only for people who went and didn't complete the.
He was like, that don't apply to me.
Yeah. I was like, I got my degree or whatever.
Yeah.
But then this time around, they doubled back.
Where's this list located?
You just probably gotta just check.
Just Google hashtag the list.
The student loan list.
Student loan forgiveness or something
Along
along those lines. You can probably find it on the website, like what is it called? I'll look it up for you. You can see the list. But yeah, the second time around, they just canceled everybody who went to ITT Tech.
Which is crazy to me because I feel like people who go to trade schools got good jobs. Like,
oh, hell yeah. So I'm like, listen.
Like, it's me. I went to Bloomsburg. Cancel mine.
I'm like, free me up. Free it up.
The trade school.
Because I definitely got my associate's degree in computer science and all that other stuff. I'm like, okay. I got thank you for helping me out. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, listen, I'm not going fraud. I haven't paid a penny. I've been out of school for what?
I gave him like $200.
I probably gave the same.
I've been out of school.
I don't really think I had any intentions on
7 years, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure I let them know, hey, I'm back in school, so don't send me anything.
Them niggas
Don't send me anything because I'm back in school. I don't have anything
and
to
this
give.
is sad, but this is a lot of black people from the hood be like, listen, put that shit in forbearance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nigga, that job is for
Forbearance for years.
And here's the crazy part. They be like, well, you got 36 months. You be like, how many months did I use?
Right.
I put my shit in forbearance one time. Them niggas started garnishing my check.
Because it probably ran out.
Oh, forbearance can run out.
Yeah, you guys stay on
I
top
ain't
of
know
that.
that. At that time, I ain't know that.
You get 36. I think it's 36 months.
That was the year that I made, what, 90 something at something?
They was definitely coming for that.
Yeah.
They're like, nigga,
I ain't see that 90 at all.
So here's the crazy part. I heard somebody.
they said SEPTA?
I heard somebody.
He got it. He be alright.
The loans were in forbearance. It defaulted, and then they got on a payment plan. The payment plan defaulted, and then they just started taking all her shit. She had like 4 kids and shit. That income tax time.
Oh, that was me.
You ain't see shit.
I would probably cry.
They took mine one year. That was said. All 5.
Because I be trying to finagle the different insurances that I know I can get from work, so I can know I need this extra $30 on my check. I need this 30, this 15, this 12. Yeah,
That should be adding up, my boy.
You going to garden something? I'ma quit.
But yeah, that shit.
You just not gonna get nothing.
Excuse me. Other than that, the week was fine. The week was good, productive. Shout out to all our listeners. I wanted to surprise y'all guys. We have a total of 5,500 plus listens.
Nice.
What happened?
Solid. Shout out to you.
It happened this week. I seen it.
My number one. My number one.
It happened this week. I wanted to surprise you.
Number 1, 2, and 3.
Because y'all know normally I would say something or whatever.
Right.
I just wanted to surprise y'all that we have over 5,500 listens.
That's what's up, man.
Wow.
Chef, how was your week, my boy?
I finally had a weekend off.
Oh, good.
Like, no vacation, no nothing. I just had a weekend off finally.
Following your actual vacation, that is actually good.
Me. Big brother came in the city. We went out Friday night, and it was like all family. So the spot down the street from my house we went to.
And you know what's crazy? Seeing Tim germophobic ass out there just smoking hookah, having a ball, that shit was funny because he is a top-notch germaphobe.
Hands.
I'd be like, Tim, what's going on? He'd be like,
I did get some interesting news. I'm not going to drop everything on the podcast yet because I want to,
in the summer with a bang.
No, I do got an event end of the summer, yes, but it's not. This is the number one that I have, the number cookout. But someone put me in their 5 to 6 year plan, with one of their kids that's possibly going to the NFL.
Nice.
So that's kind of big. I'm not gonna give all the details or whatever. I'm gonna leave it at that.
To be like their chef?
Yep.
Okay. Make sure you call your sister for dessert. Look.
Of course.
Call your sis.
They get an event planner.
No, make sure.
He gonna
Make
say
sure.
fuck. He gonna say fuck the pod in a couple years.
Who?
Watch.
Like you should not be your name. Change the name to the
But
Black
yeah,
Niggas
it was
Worker.
Black niggas.
Just the two.
the week was good. The supervisor I hired, he's doing good. He's doing big things. Again, my brother came down, so it was just good to see like the whole family. So we was actually late. Like we lived down the street and was still late. Like I'm like, we're gonna be there 8:30. We got there like 9.
Black people stuff.
So we walk in like it was trifling.
You be like, o'clock, dog. You live down the street. Like, what?
Set the alarm for 8 o'clock. Woke up 8:15.
Like,
It was bad. I walked in, and you literally like as soon as you walk through the door, it was like all family. You know, my family has been through some stuff this year, so it was like, oh, this about to be a good night.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't expect him to be smoking hookah. I'm like, this is hookah, like this is smoke, like you. Right. Reg was there. All my aunts was there.
Mom Dukes was out.
Mom Dukes was definitely there, and she didn't fall asleep.
Word.
You know, Mom Dukes, she be on the joint like, listen.
I'm tired. What the hell you expect from me?
Once she put the arm in the shirt, it's like, yeah, like this the move right here.
Cute. That's so cute.
Do the little.
Little rock.
I'm good.
You start getting a little cold, a little chilly when it's time to go to sleep.
But no, it was
be hot as hell in there.
And you
so everybody sweating but you.
Like, give me a jacket.
This time I knew, but actually, nope, I got burnt this time too. So I never usually go out like on a Friday or Saturday to this location. They got like a live DJ they come, but they got like the joint where you put the money in the joint and play the music.
The jukebox?
I guess. Like it's not, I guess it's still like a modern day jukebox.
Right.
Yeah. So when the first time I went, I put like $30 in that joint. Main man came in. I didn't know. I was mad. I was jamming. So once you get
$30 for songs?
Yeah, it was like
he wanted
a bunch of songs, bro. Like,
Hey man,
I'm not
can I
about to
hook
pay to
my
entertain
phone
a
up to a
whole
speaker?
Yeah.
So I blocked them out. I wanted Jay-Z and Jeezy and like that's just what I wanted. I didn't care about them. So this time I probably put like $3 in that joint.
I'm about to say that's my. Yo, $5 is my
Yeah, pretty much. But no, like
from everybody
because
that I see nodding their
so
head.
when you start adding,
That's
like
crazy.
so say you do like 4 or 5 songs, they start giving you more credits.
More credits.
Yeah.
So that $20 that you put in goes a long way.
I still ain't putting 20.
Yeah.
This
But
time-
20 is like
This time it was like, yeah.
$7.
I think it was like I felt like you was like, I got it.
Yeah, why not? Minus 12.
So whole playlist on the I paid the whole playlist on that joint.
Yeah, no.
Pay
I was
for the
that joint
jukebox.
vibing. So this time I was like, yeah, y'all not
Because y'all gonna have to pay me. I'm the DJ for the night. Like, what the hell?
Yo, play this. You put $1 in this motherfucker,
As
nigga.
soon
This
as
is my
I see you
credit.
start getting out your chair, you gonna
Yo,
get
you got extra credit,
No,
right?
it's
Aye.
I ain't gotta get the chair. It's on the app. That's what it works. Because you know, like now, if you got
Oh,
something
it's
to
not
do
the
digitally.
joint that's on the wall no
No,
more?
so the joint is on the wall. It's on the
But
wall,
you
but it's
pay-
an app for it. So you know, once you got access to you, I'm not about to keep putting ones in this joint. No, I put a dub in there. All right, we good. We rocking out. I'm
Oh, all right.
So it makes it.
Look, I ain't been to a bar in a long
It's
time.
a lazy way to spend a bunch of money for nothing.
Yeah.
But I mean, even at that, like, I mean, the spot itself is like still cheap. People coming in like, yo, let me get a shot to hit, and it was like $8. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cheap. Let me get like
You,
3
you've
of them.
been talking about this joint for 3 minutes, still ain't named the spot.
Up top. It's called Up Top.
Oh, that joint.
It's on 5th Street. Yeah, it's Up Top bar.
All right,
And then my mom asked me, well, why is it called
Well,
Up
you
Top?
know what? He shouldn't have because they ain't sponsoring. So when you hear this, you might want to hit your boys up.
We should go in there one Friday night and talk to them. Real talk.
Let me take back that vitriol that was in that.
Because listen, so you know me, like
Maybe y'all can do y'all can record
exactly,
here.
yeah. Like it's a nice like little spot though, like it's a nice little spot. And they got to cook. The owner is Jamaican, so they got like like chicken, fish, but then they also got like the brown stew chicken. One night it might be like curry chicken. Like they try to like mix it up or whatever. But it's a nice little spot though. Like we should go in there.
See if y'all can get a night.
Yeah.
See if y'all can get a night.
Monty.
I'll take a Sunday night.
What's up, Brace? How you doing?
I'll take the cookie.
That's all you got for me? 2 thumbs up?
I'm great, guys. How are you?
Monty just had a birthday.
Woo!
You old now.
I am.
Mine-
I'm 2 years from 30.
Oh.
My neck hurt.
How many? You said 2?
Well, I ain't gonna tell you where I'm at, but
Shit.
my back does hurt.
Counting down to 40 for these niggas.
Count down 40 for who? He's counting at 35.
I was looking at him. I was looking at him.
All right, we'll just start the
Count down
episode.
35.
Just start the episode.
35 before 40.
Just start the episode. The hell? You round it off and get round off of 30, not goddamn 40. Start the episode.
Not with this new math. This new math.
Actually, sir, if we doing by intervals of 5, it'll be 35.
All right, we doing 10s then, nigga. I don't care. Start the episode.
I have to keep it this way.
Okay. Since I got cussed out on my pod,
A little bit. See, he get it.
today's
His body. Get it?
Yeah, I heard him.
You still ain't get it yet.
I heard him. I ain't going.
he'll learn. So,
I've been told y'all. Never mind.
Today's episode: women admitting to their faults and apologizing willingly.
Say it again.
Willingly.
Say it again.
Oh, okay. You want to say it again?
Say it again.
Women admitting to their faults and apologizing
Say it again.
willingly.
Say it again.
Willingly.
Say it again.
I'm not gonna keep saying it. Though.
All right. They got to feel it.
I still got to go home that night.
Act like you a preacher. Women.
You like your couch.
Yeah, he does willingly.
Well, that couch is
He
comfy.
willingly.
I'm about to say, don't do that, nigga. You done fell asleep at that same spot multiple times.
You was on the old couch when you wake up and sweat. You
No,
should
not
have 3
that. I'm
couches.
talking about the couch we got now. You like
That
the couch. You
couch,
like
it's
the
a
little.
spot.
That I told you that
It's a
little
spot.
that spot where God lay His hand on
Right,
there,
right there.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
rubbed your back.
You right? Yeah, I do like that spot. I'm no bitch today. I'm a bitch. I'm just playing.
He gonna edit the show out there.
Yeah. Bitch, I might.
Bitch, I might.
Didn't you just say you gonna stop trying to cuss?
I did. But what did my sister say?
There wasn't that many though.
God ain't done with me yet.
You just called me bitch twice since we started recording.
You said it again too.
It's gonna be a 3rd time.
You said you don't put me
Got you.
in your progress.
I thought we was a team. I'm sorry.
So we was all together.
We was all together. Left me hanging. Just gonna leave me like that. Okay.
So, Fatima, I'm gonna come to you first.
Oh.
Why is it so hard for women to apologize willingly? I think I'm gonna use that
At the end of the season.
willingly.
I don't necessarily think it's all women. I can speak for myself. I'm a very factual person, so it takes a lot for me to get to a place of doing something. So if I'm presenting it to you and I'm saying it to you, that means you have done more than enough that I can, speak on it. But if I'm wrong, which is rare that I'm wrong.
In an argument or just period? Well, not even an argument.
And in an
but
argument,
it's just like
because I don't argue.
She don't argue.
I don't argue a lot. Like I'll ignore you
discuss.
before. Yeah, I'll discuss, but really I don't do that either. Mm-hmm. I'll just let you be wrong, or if you're wrong, I just won't say anything. But I have no problem apologizing when I am wrong. It takes a lot, but not everybody is there to process that.
Do you throw it in your significant other's face when he's wrong? Since you don't argue or, stuff like that. When he is wrong, do you wait for a time when he realized he's wrong and now he got to change it? Like, do you throw it in his face or you just,
No, I don't bash.
You don't bash?
No, I don't bash.
We don't believe you. You need
You don't
more
believe me?
people.
It's like, so let me say this. Fatima and I were sisters. She's like the least confrontational person.
openly.
Openly.
She be having conversations in the head like I told this nigga.
I mean, all her conversations like, you know what I mean?
She's like, I told this nigga.
She's not she don't argue with people. It's like she don't argue with people. If she sees a conference, she gonna get out of there before she go back and forth.
That's a fact.
She not about to argue and fight with nobody. Like that. She been like that her whole life.
Lately,
Oh, here it come.
I have been. Some you know how they be like, don't fight fire with fire. I'm about to start throwing fire. I'm about to start throwing fire.
Trouble.
So, are you ready for the argument that come with that fire?
I think I am. Like, I can't argue, so there's no middle for me. It's like, it's either I'm going to be very calm or I'm going to go all the way over it. So I don't like going all the way over, so I keep a neutral middle. But if it's coming...
Monty, you like arguing. Don't do that.
I don't like arguing.
But you argue.
Monty, you love to argue.
I debate. I don't argue. I debate.
It's a difference.
I debate. And as y'all seen, I win them.
Period. Tell him, sis.
Listen. We was all together on that. That was different.
I don't think it's women have a problem with admitting when they're wrong. I think men also have a problem acknowledging they're wrong.
Oh, how we get this? This ain't got nothing to do with us.
But you can't ask us.
Don't put us in this. We ain't coming here for that.
Thanks for listening, y'all.
Thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Thanks for listening.
I don't think we have a problem accepting when we're wrong.
I agree with
For most times,
You would agree.
I agree with you, brother.
most times, we're really trying to get our voice heard.
That's a fact.
Or we're trying to make it to where you guys see our point of view of it.
That's true.
Yes, because it's like we automatic. I'm not even going because we got another branch, so I ain't even going to dip into it.
Don't keep hold on.
So I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. It's my podcast.
F it.
There you go. You're learning. I got a story to tell. Just a quick one.
Uh-oh.
Listen up, I got.
Back
I'm
when we were
gonna
younger.
do the biggie. Go ahead.
So, back when we were younger, not younger, but when me and my wife first started dating,
And how long have y'all been married?
we've been married for 5 years.
Okay.
But we've been together for 13 years.
Okay.
So, I seen an ex on Facebook. She sent me a friend request. I said, hi. Just, hey, how you doing?
I had to stop the beat for a second.
I don't like this story.
First of all, no, look.
You had to see my face.
Go ahead.
You'll see the
look.
part. I said, hey, how you doing?
So she sent you a request.
Yeah.
And you said hello to
Yeah,
her.
just
Carry
speak.
on.
She didn't
Carry
send
on.
that first.
Right.
But
She didn't say hello.
no.
Oh shit!
Because-
on y'all side.
The reason why is because my account was blocked.
Okay,
old
got
Facebook.
you.
Okay, no, go
The
ahead. I'm
old
going.
Facebook.
I just want which Facebook we talking about?
What you mean?
Because you know it's like 92 versions of Facebook.
Yes.
So she sent the request. You didn't get the request.
He got the request, but
the
instead of
request-
accepting it,
You just sent the message.
Or you
No,
accepted
so
it
I
and said
had
hello.
this because I didn't. It's been years, so I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I accepted it, and then when I accepted it, it was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Like, oh, hey,
So
how you doing?
she, so you
she
accepted
sent
it, and
you-
she said hello to you first.
No, I said, "Hey."
he
how you
initiated
doing?
it. He
okay.
opened the
Go
door.
ahead. Go
I said, "Oh,
ahead.
hey, how you doing?"
Go ahead.
Hello.
So that was literally the end of the conversation. My girlfriend, well, my wife now, but she was my girlfriend, and was like, "Who this?" Oh, just somebody, my ex-girlfriend.
How'd you
And
see it?
Because it was people were stupid. People would say hi on when people used to say hi on
your wall.
On your wall.
Old Facebook, like I was saying.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So I was like, no, it was just an old friend. Being honest with you, you know, me and her used to date back when I was 17, whatever the case might be. No, not even 17, 14.
Oh, she
Oh,
definitely
child,
didn't count.
bye.
Yeah.
That ain't
So I was like, yeah,
Put me
whatever the
in.
case might be. So my girl, being big and bad, was like, oh, let me talk to my man and shit. So on the wall, underneath the other.
Can't wait to.
So I, babe, chill out. It's not that deep. It was just a hello, etc., etc.
She chose violence.
Exactly. So they get into it, right?
Oh, shit.
I can't wait to see her to confront her on this.
I'm gonna ask you
Listen,
too.
no,
I'm with you.
it gets worse. They going back and forth at it, right? On the wall.
This was super stuff. This when you was on your suave, tall, skinny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm just looking at it. I'm like, yo, this is drawn. I tell
This is your wall, though, right?
yeah.
You know
why
you
you
can
ain't just
delete
delete
that shit,
it?
right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
If I'd have had fun, delete,
And block.
delete,
Oh, they might not have
so
fun.
here's the thing.
Follow.
I was like, yo, like this is like hold on, you know, it's this is not
I done blocked both of them.
So
Get off my wall, both of y'all.
this is when Monty, as we know her now, is way more tame than what she used to be.
Okay.
Don't say tame.
Not by him. I got you.
Not even by me.
Don't say tame.
I got you.
She goes and says, and I quote, "Bitch, if you have a problem with me, here's my number."
So what's she? I'm sorry.
Monty gave her her number.
Okay. She dared not use it though.
Played on Monty's phone for like 3 months.
That's what she
should.
get.
I was about to say,
Why would you ever give
I'm like,
phone number on
why would you
social
give her your why would you do that?
What?
Right? And then she had to change her number because it was drawn, right? She changed the number, right? And they gonna blame me.
All that could have been avoided
all
if
of
you
that-
blocked.
if you would have just blocked everything.
But see, I didn't feel like I
Or
as
you would
someone
have never
who's-
said,
As
"Hi."
someone who was growing up and trying to handle things like an adult, I don't think the conversation should have even went once. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they say, and you supposedly believe them, once they say no, it's cool, and then you don't see the conversation go past that, be an adult. Let it go.
But that's an adult. You said this was a long time ago.
Facts.
You know.
I mean, we was in our early 20s.
So that's still young. You're still
Back
learning.
then, I would be cursing people out on social media too.
But I was just
but now I wouldn't. But back then, you could get it.
That was her
Technically,
fault. That was definitely Monty's
Yeah,
fault.
but
That longer part, how it ended, yes, that was her fault. But you opened the door.
you should have never. First of all, you should have never accepted her, and then you was all Joe and was like,
'Cause-
"Hi."
Yeah, because it was nothing for her to say.
Like hey,
you
like
were
okay.
Joe.
If,
I was not joking about saying hi.
Because all
didn't
you had to
have
do
to
was
say
just
hi.
accept it.
That's like when Shorty sent me this friend request and we had that honest conversation.
On the wall?
No, that wasn't you. That was
It
Shorty.
wasn't on the wall.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. That's more the reason why
But
you did
that's what I'm saying. I didn't think I was. Listen, I don't think the reason why I didn't think I was
and then also
wrong.
you have to keep in mind like from like you're thinking about it from like a guy because you're a guy, and then Monty is your wife.
Yep.
She's thinking about it from a woman's perspective. It's like, oh no, you're not about to come over here and be talking to my man.
Both
You're
of
like, well, I
y'all
don't think
was
you
wrong.
should. I
Y'all
don't think
both
it's serious.
You were wrong.
Like, yeah.
Unfortunately, you were wrong first.
Moral of the story is stop being Joe.
She was big wrong though.
She was big wrong because
Yeah.
in
You
all
was little
actuality,
wrong. She was big
Big
wrong.
wrong.
She
But
shoulda
both of y'all were
Was
wrong.
together,
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Wrong.
She should have had the
Wrong.
conversation
That's
with
what it was.
you and not with
I had multiple
Yeah.
conversations with her.
She probably was having this shit.
Because she probably
This
at any point in time did you go on the girl's wall and did you go and say anything to the
Yeah, I said, yo, y'all both need to chill out.
See,
On
no,
the
don't
wall?
y'all both me. Don't
On the
don't
wall?
y'all both me.
No, not on the wall.
So you had her number still?
No,
What you said?
You
Your
DM'd
that
her?
story not making sense. I
because
need to see the wall.
what wall?
See the wall. This shit was not adding up.
What, 8 years ago?
Not even 8 years
It's
ago.
not adding up.
Shit, I'm 32
First of
now.
all,
This shit happened when I was
Don't
19.
you dare come on social media and try to check me with her. Like
No,
you
it
had
wasn't.
a conversation
So,
with me by
again,
myself,
so-
and you go on and you curse her ass
So-
out. Get off my wall before I block your bald head
So
ass.
what I said was,
And she
That's
bald
what you
head.
tell her. That's what you tell her.
You look on the wall?
I'm not gonna be able to go on. That shit was old.
He can scroll back.
Oh, wait back.
Nigga gonna be scrolling for years. Shit gonna- but no. So when once the situation happened, I reached out and said, "Yo," I messaged her directly and said, "Yo, you need to chill. Like that's my girl.
Hold
You
that
need to
thought.
chill."
Hold that thought.
Hold on, just go on.
So yeah, I reached out to her. I direct messaged her. I said, "Yo, you need to chill. That's my girl. Like this shit didn't have to get this far." So yes, I did reach out to her and say,
And this was before Monty gave her
Yes.
the number?
Yes.
You should have blocked it right
Yeah,
there.
you should have blocked
I
it.
wouldn't
And that's
even
the
reach
thing.
out
No, it's
anymore.
not
I
even-
did.
Because Monty can't argue if she
How
ain't
did
nobody
you
to
block
argue
her
with.
and she still was able to get to your page and
because I blocked her. When you block somebody, that doesn't stop the conversation.
Facts.
If
Oh,
you
and that's
delete the
all-
whole thread,
Well, I mean, I know that now.
Hindsight, yeah.
Call time. Let time block
You
her.
knew he thought that shit was entertaining, didn't you?
No, I thought it was annoying.
You like toxic shit.
Yeah, that's what it's giving.
You really think I like?
It was giving you was entertained.
At that
It was
time,
that
that's
spice.
no.
It was
Listen,
that
Petty stuff, you telling me
Yeah.
at
Listen.
that
It's
age,
giving
that
you
was
was
when Petty
entertained.
stuff was at his peak.
That's
You telling me
when
you
Big
did
No,
not
that wasn't.
find
That wasn't when I was at my peak.
you
bro.
was big sexy then, bro. You
But
see,
see,
little
yeah,
kid
I was suave as shit. I was just trying to be suave. I wasn't trying to.
What you
I wasn't.
trying to be suave?
Yeah, I was trying to be suave. I wasn't worried about toxic
Yeah.
shit.
That was that
Toxic wasn't a thing back then. We was just all messy.
Listen,
but
all of us.
yeah, it was just young and messy.
I wasn't trying to, do all that shit. That's when I was wearing the peach shirts and shit like that.
Oh, you
peach
thought you
shirts
was
and shit.
Kanye.
Little bit. But I wasn't worried about the messiness. I was just trying to be me. I was just trying to be in my lane.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. Back to the
All right,
branches
come
of the
on,
tree.
yeah.
So you about to get
you
us back to
say,
the
you say
branches.
all that to
history.
say she didn't want to apologize?
No. Because
Did
I
you
wasn't-
apologize?
Well, I was about to ask
All
that.
right.
I did say, you know what?
Willingly?
What was she
Yeah.
apologizing to you for?
I was about to ask the same question.
What? Come on, see, now
I'm
this is where it is.
Because she was mad at me for the girl playing on her phone.
But she ain't got to apologize to you. That's something she should take
no,
up internally.
but she got mad at me.
No,
Like, what
the
do you get
reason,
mad at me
the
for?
reason why she should have apologized was because
It happened on the wall?
Yes, and this
Okay.
is number one. This is social media.
this is a million years ago before we all had the sense that we have right now. Keep that in mind. But go ahead.
But it still plays a factor because she was wrong. She's arguing with somebody that's not even going to go nowhere. So like at that point, like you said, I got the right to play on your phone since you're gonna be.
Yeah, the only thing I would apologize for is like, my fault it happened on your wall.
No, apology is an apology.
She started it.
She's salty. Like my thing is, I feel like that girl, the ex-girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend won that confrontation because she ultimately was playing around. Yeah, she got her riled up. She revved her up. So it's like, girl, you ain't even if you didn't apologize. Like if I was you, even if you didn't apologize to me, you salty because you went head to head with this girl and she ended up playing on your phone. At the end of the day, you're the one that has to change your number and go through that inconvenience.
She did kind of lose that.
You know what I mean? Like, you lost.
That conversation cost her $35.
Because I got yours.
But listen,
because you definitely had to pay back in the day.
That was $35.
Yeah, like she had.
So here's the thing. She should have apologized to me because I wasn't. You're blaming me for before. You was big.
And you were honest.
Yeah,
you were honest about who it was.
I was honest. I told you who it was, and that was it. If you would have listened to me when I said,
which is what y'all want from us, y'all want us to lead with honesty. Most of y'all don't accept it because y'all not ready for the truth. It's a different story. But when we lead with honesty and we give you that from the rip, put all the cards out on the table, and you take it there, yes, we should be granted an apology.
Also, when I said, "Yo, chill out," it's not worth it. You don't have to go that far.
$35.
You should have thought, okay, maybe he's being chill. I'm gonna chill out. But you wanted to be big and bad. If you would have chilled out right then and there, everything it would have been squashed. It wouldn't have been worried about.
But that's why I'm saying, like, she should have apologized. But because she didn't, if I was you, it wouldn't even. I wouldn't have been bothered because in my mind, I would have been laughing like, girl, like you lost,
Swab me
like
back
you
then.
know what I mean? Like you lost,
Toxic.
like.
I wasn't toxic, bro.
Toxic wasn't a thing back then.
I wasn't
like
toxic.
It wasn't a thing.
At that time it wasn't.
We know
but
what
it
was
was
toxic, but
we just didn't know
call
we
it
couldn't
that.
identify what it was.
All right.
Yeah.
So to sum all that up, so we could keep it moving. It wasn't toxic, but
it was young, messy.
It was young,
shit.
messy, dumb shit. And you kind of look like for you to allow it to go on your wall without saying anything. You look like a womanizer because now you got two girls. Now to a nigga, like if I was young and I seen that, this nigga got him. But to another girl, it's like if she would have ever had any inkling of trying to get with you at all. No, look what he got girls going through. I mean,
it wasn't and also like
I'm not saying that it wasn't your fault. I'm not saying that at all.
Excuse me, the whole.
I'm saying what the interpretation was.
I get you.
The whole messaging her directly and telling her like, "Yo, stop! This is like." As a woman, don't you address her publicly. If I'm your girl, you address me privately. Like, you don't give her the courtesy of going in her DMs and saying, hey, can you please stop this? Because my girl feels... No, you check her on the wall because she checked me. However she disrespects me is how you need to redirect that. Yep. Like, if it's done publicly, you need to redirect that publicly. I'm your girl, you check me in private. You come in my DMs, you call, you text me, whatever. Like, but she should have been checked on the wall. Stop, my girl is upset. You need to stop it before you get blocked or whatever. That goes to the wall.
That's crazy that a hello turned into all of that.
Yeah, but that's why I said stop being Joe. Stop being Joe. You were being Joe.
I was 19.
No, you were being Joe.
You was being Joe. Joe has always been Joe.
It was.
That's not like toxic and shit like that.
Toxic just came about, but Joe has always been Joe.
Yeah,
you was being Joe.
Or maybe you were excited that somebody still was checking for you.
Not at all. Not at all. Because first of all,
I still got it.
First of all,
my pink shirt.
I'm 19 in college. I'm not worrying about people checking for me. It was just the fact that.
Why you say hello?
Hey, yo.
Because it was just somebody I was cool with.
Come on, Beyonce, you had that hello.
Go to the next branch.
Not to the next branch, but it was somebody that I was cool with in my past.
Come on, Beyonce.
When we broke up, it wasn't like, yo, fuck out my face. It was like, no.
It don't have to be that.
It don't have to be. Y'all could
split is a split. Don't go backwards.
And you have to remember, it don't even matter.
Bro,
this was
at
a million
19,
years ago.
If she looked at me at 19, I was excited.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
But that wasn't me, though. That was you.
Next.
I wasn't out here home.
Next.
Next caller.
Not doing this.
That's why I said
Not
it don't
doing
even
This is the
matter.
same branch, though. I didn't get you.
Am I? Oh, I was about to say I didn't even answer the branch.
I don't have an opinion.
I kind of. My little 2 cents
was-
with everything was. More
I want to
so-
answer the branch.
Yeah. All right. So why is
ask the question, please? 'Cause
why
you
is it
got
so
me
hard
wrapped
for
up.
why is it so
Even
hard
back
for
in my day, I
women
used
to
go in on
apologize?
social media. Who the fuck is she? Why are you talking to her?
And don't let the friend come to the wall. That's me.
Me and Samoria.
Hey,
Okay?
text me. Monty, get on Facebook. What's happening?
Hello. Remember, I used to.
That was the days.
Why do you so do you think it's hard for women to apologize or you don't?
Do I think it's hard for women to apologize? Well, I can't speak for all women. I'm going to speak for me, Saneia.
All right, let's nip this in the butt.
Because I can, because I can't say like that's a hasty generalization. Like to be like, oh, everybody. Like I can't.
All right,
speak
we
for
not
them.
all right.
Like
So-
everybody lives, and the reason why is because everybody lives their life based off of what they're accustomed to, like their experiences and everything. So if she didn't have the same experiences or upbringing as me, I can't speak to how she's going to handle things. Like,
got you.
Me, I don't think it's hard for me to apologize. And I seen this thing that said, is it harder for you to say I'm sorry, or is it harder for you to say I need help? It's not hard for me to say I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's hard for me to say I need help. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Why is it harder for you to say you need help?
Just because I'm not really used to asking for help. Like, just like I'm always used to like doing things myself. So, like me having to apologize, kind of like what Tima said. I'm like a black or white person. Like either it is or it is. I don't do gray areas. Like it can't be like if you said when you said can I do the podcast? I never said I'll let you know. It was yes or no. Like I don't do gray areas. Like I don't like when people hold space in that area. So
You are a horrible texter. So
me, I am. Yes. I am.
Both
like,
of y'all.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, y'all saw like
We operate on mental tabs. It's like once we got to get to that tab and then we'll be there.
I'm
like
a tab.
yeah,
You're a tab.
Everybody's a tab. Everybody's a tab.
my sister just told me I'm a tab.
Everybody's a tab. Everything you have going on in your life is a tab too. It's just different priorities, right? Just different priorities. Everything is a tab. You won. But I don't feel like I said, I'm a black or white person, but I'm also not, I'm a fair person. I'm a fair person. So I'm a person that people call, ask Shara, tell me if I'm wrong. What you think about this? I'm that type, I'm that person that people call and ask that because I try not to react just based off of my experience of things. You have to kind of step out of yourself and like look at things from different perspectives or, take different things into consideration. So before I react, I try to do all of that.
Gotcha.
So like I said, if I take all of that into consideration and I give my response or whatever, if that person is more right than me, then guess what? You're just more right. My bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's on to the next thing. Like,
I feel like these questions are way more geared towards them.
Oh, but they gonna flip it back to it.
yes, we are.
They got it today.
I mean,
They came with they listen. They was ready. They was locked and loaded.
Born ready.
all right. So next question. Much like us, is it a pride thing?
To apologize
Yes.
or to say you were wrong.
To say I'm wrong or I'm sorry, without having to be, without it having to be a whole argument.
I could speak for me. I don't think it's a pride thing. I think growing up, you were never really given apologies when your parents did wrong or people in your life did wrong. So it's harder to now adjust to learning how to apologize.
Yeah, learned behaviors.
Absolutely.
Are the cause of everything.
And that's something, that's something for me, raising a young black boy, I'm trying to be more aware of apologizing and not him just thinking that
How
he
old
has
is your
to.
son?
He'll be 11. So not him just thinking he has to accept every behavior, even from your parent. Because I may do things that's wrong. Call me out on it. Tell me when I'm wrong. Because I'm learning with you. Being a parent is a relationship. So I'm learning with you. So when I'm wrong, tell me when I'm wrong. I might not want to hear it because I might feel like, damn, it's a kid checking me. But I got to respect your feelings because at some point you're going to become somebody's husband. And I don't want you to think that a woman is just supposed to just walk over you or not apologize to you or vice versa. So, I don't think it's a pride thing for me.
It's crazy that it seems like a lot of our things that we go through stems from past traumas.
Yep.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah. It's hard to escape it.
Unfortunately, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
We just gotta change the rules of the game, or change how the game is being played. For real.
Or create your own rules. Yeah.
Yeah. That affects your whole travel in life. Yeah.
And I don't think it's a pride thing. I think influence plays a role in it too. Yeah. Going to different sources before sitting with the problem and seeing if it's something that you can resolve within, like if in your marriage or your relationships. Can it be resolved in house? Because once you start seeking outside, people start tainting what you really believe. Like, is it really real, or
am I tripping?
Right.
It's like, am I tripping?
And then you start taking other people ideas or what their interpretation of it is. So I don't really think pride, but that's just me.
Anything to add?
No, pretty much feel like Tima. Like it's not a pride thing. Like right is right, wrong is wrong, black or white. Like
this should be a good one.
If I provide y'all with stone cold proof that y'all are wrong, and y'all don't apologize,
receipts
in y'all language, receipts. Everything that we just talked about still apply? Like this is. You were absolutely wrong. This is the proof that you were wrong.
Can I have an example?
No,
I got an example.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I also feel like I'm not a person. Like, I don't just act out. Like, I don't just do whatever for you to have.
Like,
these receipts.
Another one?
Like,
No. This is nothing to do with me.
Like, wait a minute now. Hold on. Not this wall again. Don't take it to the wall.
So, hypothetically,
all right,
you say, or you and your significant other speak about, I don't know, let's just say going out on a particular date.
Right.
Right? He has his date set up for you, whatever the case may be. You forget. You plan something to go out with your girlfriends. Mm-hmm. Right? Y'all had this conversation, y'all had it in text messages and all that other stuff.
I'm not going to forget this, but go ahead.
That's why I said hypothetically.
I'm just being honest.
So he sees you getting all dialed up, and he's like, "Well, we don't leave. We're not supposed to leave for another 3-4 hours. Mm-hmm. Where you got somewhere to go or some errands to run." And then you say, "Oh, we going." You let him know where you're going, and then you're like, "Well, wait a minute. We were planning to go on X, Y, and Z." And you
wasn't planning. We planned.
Yeah, we planned to go X, Y, and Z. And if it comes to, I forgot, you didn't say nothing about it. Coach, you didn't remind me X, Y, Z, et cetera, et cetera. And he shows the text messages and shows you the inner reservations and screenshots and all that other stuff.
Ain't no girl gonna forget no date where it's reservations.
So I get where you're going.
Yeah, I get the example.
However,
I'm gonna turn it up a notch.
It's not about forgetting. It's about the fact that you just dismissed everything that I had planned.
Okay, but if you show me in that situation, if you show me the receipts.
But I should have to show you the receipts if I text you and told you that this.
So let me be honest. This is not going to happen with me because if it's not going to happen with me because if my man want to take me out, I'm going out with my man. Like, and if I already made plans with, because back to being fair, if you and I establish plans first, right? You and I establish plans first. My girlfriends ask me, "Oh, let's go out to do whatever." If I, for whatever reason, forgot that we had plans, once you reminded me, I'm going to have to let them know. Like, in all fairness, he asked me first. Like, he asked me first. And it would be vice versa. Like, I would be like, babe, like, they asked me first. So, at least let me go show my face there. We could do, we could link up afterwards or whatever. Like, just out of fairness.
Fair enough.
I actually had one, but it could go on the branch, too.
Double standard when it comes to men expressing feelings about women being wrong. Men have to adhere to women's feelings, but women don't in return.
I feel like that is heavy because let's go back to this date thing, right?
Okay.
You know that let's just say your man is like he doesn't, his love language is words of affirmation, right? He get Dougie when y'all go out. stuff like that. This one particular time.
Wait, you said his love language, so that's how he likes to receive
Yes.
love is
Yes,
his
absolutely.
words of affirmation. Okay.
Yes. He get Dougie. He's known to get Dougie.
Okay.
You're known to get Dougie when y'all go on date nights. But you know, he grew up with people saying he was ugly or something like that. Not saying you have an ugly man, but but
carry on.
I mean, but the ugly guys, they out here. They actually
We still winning.
Yeah, you know, side ugly. But you know, he's used to people saying he's ugly. He's this. He's that. But you like what you like. You like him. Y'all go out. Y'all get Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
This one particular time when he throws some shit on that you don't like, and you just be like, "Babe, that's ugly." Now he's accustomed. See, so it's
in a group chat. I don't like this outfit here.
it's known for the woman to be like, if she say it's ugly, and we be like, damn, babe, like, you had to say it like that. And y'all be like, what, babe? Shit is ugly. But if y'all throw on some shit and we be like, don't let y'all throw a fucking wig on, and that shit got
it's a little too far down.
Crazy, yeah, like,
a little too,
yo,
He was
babe,
waiting to say that.
yeah, like,
Ooh, I hate stiff ass wigs.
He was waiting
like,
to say that.
babe, you got too much shit on your edges. That shit look crazy.
Right.
Like, we don't say it's ugly. We be like, babe, you got all that. What's that? Got to be glue.
Yeah.
You got all that shit all on the. It ain't even. It's white now. What's all that?
You know, crusty. Look like you
We ain't saying it's ugly. We just
You circle
details.
details.
Right.
Details of
But
your.
we go hard.
You know how they put the ski mask on like they about to go rob some shit and they
That's
gotta
how
cut
the
the
wig.
joint. Yeah, like they gotta do all that. Bang, you look like you about to go rob a bank or some shit like that. We don't say it's ugly. We just give the details of the
Gotta
shit.
pull it down,
And y'all be like,
shake into it.
and we automatically gotta apologize when y'all get offended. That's the double standard though. Cause we gotta live with y'all saying, babe, that shit is ugly. But y'all can't live with us saying, babe, that look a little crazy. Can y'all speak to that? Like how that double standard is when it comes to that?
I think women speak up more about their feelings in the moment. So if you say something to me and it bothered me in a moment, like with their situation, I'm like, well, why would I'm going to say why you said that way? Like that just hurt my feelings. Whereas though you're not going to say that right away, you're going to sit in your feelings with it. So I can't.
So what if we do? Then what?
So I think that the whole sitting in the feelings thing is geared
That's a problem
to,
in itself.
It is a problem in itself, but it's where does it come from? So it comes from the fact that I know based off of, and I'm not using me, but like this whole scenario, I know based off of past conversations that I said this, that, and the third, and it offended you. You don't give a damn about my feelings. So is there even a point of me saying anything? Because if I say it, then we're going to go around this rabbit hole of, well, baby, you did this, that, and the third, and now it's like I don't even want to. I don't want to project that you gonna fuck up the night.
Now date night become a
real
discussion.
It's a debate.
Debate night.
Debate night.
You like that?
Niggas up there niggas up there
what I
filming
probably
great
say.
debaters in the bedroom and
Yeah.
shit.
You like
In the
outfit?
closet, like, so should I wear this one?
What about her approach though?
Or it's one of them joints where it's like, hey, babe, you like this? It's all right. What you mean it's all right? That's my opinion. I gave it to you. What you like? Oh, babe, you gorgeous. Like I got
But
to do
then
all
it
that.
also comes down to like people for this particular example, like people do stuff because that's what they like. You know what I mean? Like you like this hat. You're wearing it because
Match the ensemble.
Yeah, you like that. Now I love that.
The glasses got a little light blue, a little turquoise
Yeah.
shade in them. Ensemble.
Right, so I feel like
So if I'd have walked out the house today and Cheryl was like, all that color coordination shit is dumb.
I think honestly. So hear me out. What I think it's also the approach.
She wouldn't have
But the
said it.
thing
She
is,
let you
would
wear a
you-
lace blouse and didn't say anything. So
It wasn't a blouse.
You call it what you want.
But
I'm
it
gonna call it what it
back
is.
to like
Okay.
that's what you like, right?
That's what I like.
Yeah,
Time
like
out.
it's
Did you think it was a blouse when I wore that?
It's a lace blouse. I texted him. I said, "What
was
in the
a little
Andre
blousey.
3000 is this?"
it was.
How you do?
It was in the men's section. It was a man's. It was a men's
But
shirt.
you do know that everything that's in the men's section
It's not for
is
men.
not for men.
It ain't for your type.
What you
It
mean?
ain't.
It
You
ain't for your
what
type
she
of
said.
man?
There's
was
all
killing that
different
shit.
walks of men now.
It was a
So everything is made in different.
All right, so
I didn't
one
see the
thing
blouse, so I
nobody
can't
said
speak on it.
was
And she said she ain't see the blouse.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Not the shirt. She said
nobody
The
said
blouse. I didn't.
nobody
didn't see the
said
blouse.
I look gay. I will say that nobody said I look gay.
But you liked it though, right?
But I also know how to bust, so niggas know they
Yeah,
only could do.
true.
They only could say one
True,
thing.
right?
So here we go though. Is it busting if I tell you my opinion?
But he didn't ask your opinion.
You
No,
didn't
no,
give
no,
me
no,
an
no,
opinion.
you're right.
You bust on me,
Who,
so
me?
don't say that.
No, I asked you a question.
Nigga, you bust on
I
me.
said,
kinda
what
goes
in the
back-
Andre
wait.
3000?
No, but
That's a
is this?
bust,
No, that's
nigga.
a question.
No, that's a bust.
That's a question.
You get that?
Are you serious?
I want to talk about me. I'm talking
That
about
was
other
a,
people.
that was a
I
buzz.
want
That
to
was
talk
a
about
buzz.
me. Take me up the table.
Monty, I don't got no service. Can you show
But
her the
this kind
shirt?
of goes back to
It's
like
on my
we're
page.
still talking about this whole date night thing, and it also goes back to that's what you like, right?
Right.
Yeah, like you dress for you, right? You dress for you dress for you, and hope that I like
in
it,
the
right?
in the same vein.
Yeah.
Because I also can't walk out here with my beautiful wife
And you
Exactly.
looking
compliment the
crazy.
person.
Yeah,
So
you
I kind of
compliment-
do it for both.
For both, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but you have to wear it, so it's like I.
Hey, yo, cool out. See? Oh, okay.
If it was short sleeve,
Let me say it. Yeah.
if it was short sleeve, it probably wouldn't give blousy.
It was a
Well,
blouse.
I actually got the sleeves altered.
It's
for
giving
that
blousy.
specific
No,
reason.
yeah, it's definitely giving baptismal.
It's giving waiting.
It's giving christening. It's giving baby dedication. Yes.
I think you should show the camera the blouse.
No, I'll put it up there, Monty. You ain't got to do all that.
It's giving blousy.
It's giving christening. It's giving christening.
So I have a question real quick. Is it also the approach? So hear me out. So what if Shar, instead of saying, yo, I think that looks stupid,
Right.
right? And she says, babe,
You remember that? You like that?
I don't think that's gonna-
You like
That's
that?
what it meant. I know what that
When
means.
the voice
I
go
don't
up,
think
that's
that's
like,
going to be too
I know
well
what that
with
mean,
the
though.
figure. Or I don't think that's going to be, too well with what I have.
Damn, I'm too fat.
So yeah, the figure thing I wouldn't say.
Certain-
because
not what you say is how you say it.
Certain people be wearing shit that they shouldn't wear.
that's
we all
a
know
fact.
that.
But then I think that all stems to the confidence of that person.
Person.
Because you can say you should not wear that at all. But if my confidence
Yeah,
is I'm comfortable,
and that's what I'm
gonna wear what
saying.
I'm comfortable in.
And the niggas who
sure
was saying
wanna wear
something
it
about
for
the shirt,
yourself.
y'all can't dress.
Yeah,
And so then
exactly.
that's
That's number
thing.
one. Number
Like-
two, y'all niggas don't look better than me. Number three, y'all ain't as bad as mine. Number four, y'all niggas ain't popping like that. Number five, y'all don't get money. Number six, I can keep going.
Keep going. Keep going, bro.
Church here.
Talk about this.
So we make fun of it, but like it wasn't like this. So honest question. So honest question.
You know I had to get in my bag.
Yeah,
I got
but so
a
honest
couple
question.
eyes. I ain't a couple eyes.
Out of the joking,
Just say it.
out of the joking, did anyone else say something?
It was- I had-
Because you
I
know
had-
he was joking.
I had
But-
a no. All right, so that goes to the people who I don't normally talk to on a regular.
So they got-
like
so they was
it was niggas in the DMs who haven't liked my shit in forever,
Yeah,
or
like
who I
why
haven't
people
talked to.
feel
It was a couple people in the comments
about what somebody else is doing. Like if
couple
you
people
like
in the
it,
comments
I'm fine with it. Like,
I haven't said nothing or spoken to y'all in ages, and y'all thought y'all had a joke. That was more towards them.
Because
Because I didn't know if people actually. Because I know people
No,
joking,
yeah,
but I
niggas
didn't
actually
know
in they,
people
niggas was in their bag. Niggas was in their bag because I
But
posted
see-
it on the page and in the stories.
But it's
So
also
niggas
one of
was
them
really-
things where, like, me being me because I know you, that's some Anthony type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's the Anthony shirt.
yeah.
But me also being your brother, I'm going to throw some jokes in there because it's nothing wrong with what you got on. I still threw jokes.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like it was like I said, people who don't normally talk to me on social
Alright.
media or I haven't talked to in ages. But
So my man said, "What's up?"
I didn't. They heard what I just said.
Oh, all right. Well, I said, "What's up" for my man. Here we go.
Bang bang, giggity bang bang. I'm always right.
But yeah, the approach.
Not what you say is how you say it.
So I just want to comment on that with this outfit thing y'all talking about. When I was younger though, and I would like put what you just said, Fatima, about being comfortable, and I used to put stuff on, and I swore I looked so decent going wherever.
Family.
My mom and my sister, where are you
Family.
going?
Your family will
Yeah.
tear you down faster.
why I can't wear, but not gonna lie. At that time, like some of the stuff that I would put on, I'd be like, why are you wearing that together? Why?
But that
you
was
didn't
a
know
style.
yourself yet.
Yeah.
So here's the
But
thing.
at the same time, so that's with that being said, like that's why I feel like I agree with that. Like saying like it's how you say it, it's not what you say. Like it's really how you say it.
So
Because I would literally go in my room and be like, damn, I need to change.
And then you start thinking like you have to dress for those people, but in reality, like that's what you like to wear.
That's why
Like,
my lovely brother
yeah.
always tell me I dress like a boy. I be like, I don't care. I'm
so
Yeah.
so got something
But you
for
you look really nice when you get dressed.
That's
No, she don't.
Because I don't.
You know why she don't? Because I don't like her. We not getting caught up in that. No.
Yeah.
No.
She started.
Yeah, Monty, I just want to let you know that joke is never gonna.
She started. She started.
She started.
Yeah, she started it. She started it.
But no, real shit.
I had 4 people. So after the picture was posted, is Monty still single? I said
Yeah.
that's nothing to do with me. I said no. I said matter of fact, I said they back together. They about to get married. That's what I told her.
I was saying that shit.
So here's the thing, right? So on the pod, on this week's pod, I would say this: I will never talk about freaky shirts again. Here's why: when I ordered the shirt and tried it on, showing the wife how it fit and all that other shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
She licked her lips. I said, "Oh shit, oh shit."
I dig it.
You know what I mean? I said, "Oh shit."
I dig it. I think Shar is accustomed to like,
Everybody's accustomed to it, bro. Like, it's you, bro. Like,
but
it's
like
one of
that,
them Jones.
yeah, like the freaky shirt is my twist. Like I throw freaky shirts on and flaunting them motherfuckers like I'm the greatest nigga alive. In
as you should.
You know what I'm
If that's
saying?
what you
Probably
want to
told this
wear,
story.
like if that's what you want to wear, and that's what's going to make you feel like what you want to feel like.
Yeah.
If you like it, I love it.
Yes.
All right, so last branch that we have here. Growing up, were y'all taught how to be wives or women?
Do you need me to elaborate?
Yeah.
So
She can look like what? nigga?
Right.
On the women
What?
one.
Yeah, I'm like the women part. What?
so as men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, my brother didn't have his father in his life, but he had an uncle or a goddad, and rum dad was in and out. I had my father in my life, but I don't think we were all raised to be husbands.
From my
Thing.
mom, I wasn't. But like from like I grew up in the church, so they would instill certain things in you, like walk on the outside the street, or make sure that like if you have kids, that if you have a daughter, you give her everything she wants. So somebody can't just come along and be like, oh well, you got to set the bar like to a certain standard, stuff like that.
That's not a husband, though.
You didn't let me finish. It was more. I was talking about what was instilled in me.
You paused, my fault. You paused.
But it was like, like just like that in terms of like, well, in all actuality, a lot of people, they will tell you to be a husband, they will tell you to be a wife, but they won't show you how to navigate through it. So like, that's kind of like where he coming from, like where you taught it in terms of like what you should do, or like what a wife should do, based off of like, all right, well, of course, you got to grow up, you got to be laid, you got to cross your legs, you got to wear this, you got to like, is that where you was going? Like, am I helping you point a little bit?
Yeah, that's what you was leading off of after you paused?
No, I did. Did I help? Did I help you? Did I help y'all understand what the question?
Yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
But as husbands now, is certain qualities that we kind of had to learn on the fly, as opposed to the things that we learned in church or from uncles or from OGs or from fathers that automatically shows you how to be a man. So when we say that, were y'all raised to be wives, were there like certain qualities that was separate from you learning how to be a woman, and that was just like focused on like, this is what you do to keep a man, or to become a wife, or to be a wife material? Did I elaborate?
You elaborated. Oh, am I first? Okay, so
Either one.
all right, so let me just go state this disclaimer. Although we are sisters, we're really first cousins, because when she speaks on her stuff, she's probably going to say something completely different from what I'm going to say. So no, I wasn't raised to be a wife because nobody in my family was married. Like my grandmom and my grandpop, they were married back in the day. They got divorced, and
You don't normally hear grandparents getting divorced.
Yeah, no, they got
especially
divorced.
our grandparents.
Yeah. So I was raised by my mom, and so she was raised by her mom. She did have her dad in her life, but like I said, my grandparents got divorced. So being raised by my mom and my grandmom and my aunt, one things that they instilled in me was like, you know, of course, how to be a woman, but like how to make sure that you were able to provide for yourself. Because if a man leaves you, like you want to be able to still survive. Because I guess like when my grandparents divorced, like my grandma didn't have anything, so she had to like rebuild her life. And she always said like, always make sure like you have money, like you're able to like maintain on your own. Like a man, he can provide, but you need to make sure that you know how to get it on your own as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like none of the women in my family were married, so of course they raised me like I can cook, I can clean, like things like that would make me an adult, because I feel like all adults need to know how to do that. Right. But being a wife, no. Like, and I think as a result, that has never been like a top priority for me to like be married. Like, of course, if it happens, it happens. But like, I have an idea of the woman that I want to be, and that if that's in God's plans for me to get married, then it'll happen. But like, then nobody like it's no like, oh, you gotta do this as a wife. Like, I feed everybody, I'm a nurturer anyway. Like I take care of everyone, but like I don't ever really recall having like a specific conversation like, oh, a wife does this, but I have had conversations where it's like, as a woman, make sure you're able to do this.
You gave me another question, but I'll ask both of y'all after Fatima go.
I don't think I was raised to be a wife. Majority of the women in my family were married. I was lucky to have two dads. So I was raised in a step-parent household all the way up until age of 21. My mom had the opportunity to become a wife. She chose not to. She declined the proposal. I don't know why. But I think that stems from, I wasn't raised to be a wife, but I was raised as this independent woman. And that's something that I'm trying to break out of, because I want to be an independent woman, but I also want and need a husband. Mm-hmm. I want someone that's going to come along and help me learn how to be, a better woman, a better wife. I am a nurturer, but I'm tired of nurturing just my child in my household. So I need the right person that's going to come along and help with the nurturing. But yeah, I think it stems from back then there was no template of what a good husband or wife was growing up. Mm-hmm. And I think now everybody is basing a good husband or wife off of what they see on social media. Yeah. And what they see around their friend groups of husband and wives. And everybody's husband and wife is different. No two houses are the same. We may do things completely different outside of what the traditional marriage or relationship is. Mm-hmm. So it's like we got to set our own template of what we think is good. Mm-hmm. Lately, I've been running into a lot of guys that are divorced. I don't know what this is or what God is bringing into the aura. I don't know if he's trying to show me marriage before getting into marriage, or...
Are they explaining? Are these guys explaining why they...
They have.
What are the top three?
I've had one guy, him and his ex-wife were together maybe 7 years. And he was just saying he doesn't believe in gender roles in a relationship.
How old is he?
We're all the same age, so they're 30, he's 30, 33, 34.
So he married young.
Yeah.
Okay.
He married young, but he doesn't believe in gender roles in a relationship. And I found that different because you really don't hear a man say that he doesn't. Either. You don't either?
We don't either.
I love it.
Say, cook, clean, everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to cook, I'm not going to be like, no, I'm going to do the cooking. Please cook. I've cooked for so long, I'm tired of cooking.
I'm tired of cooking.
Although your sister think I can't cook because I...
No, them home fries.
You about to say something.
What was it? Who made them home fries? They was good. Listen. You got to fry some fish to go with that. That's breakfast order.
Ain't no gender roles in my marriage. It's
yeah. I also think it's a part of the times changing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely that.
She Kobe, I'm Shaq.
Yeah.
Shit, exactly
gotta
exactly
function.
what I posted the other day.
Yeah, the
on,
household has to function, and I think
Instagram.
sometimes with social media, like it presents itself like, oh, everybody's house has to run this way because if it doesn't run this way, then your husband doesn't love you. It's like, however y'all have to keep this situation moving forward, that's what you have to do. Like, now, I'm not saying one person should be doing everything. Everybody has to contribute something to the union. Like, that's just it. But kind of going back to the question, I feel like even if like, say my grandma did teach me how, like she did say this is how you have to be as a wife, all that shit would be out the window anyway.
That's true.
Because that shit is so outdated.
Yeah.
Like that's so outdated. Like,
So I got a question, and it's like, this is completely, it's not written down. Because I've heard you speak about being independent, and I get the vibe that both y'all independent, which is fine. Do you guys feel like with y'all being independent that you have to like dummy that down because of the person that you may be talking to is just not ready for all that independence? Or you just like rock out with, this is who I am, I need you to accept who I am?
I'm only going to dummy it down if you're going to fill in. Like, I'm never going to like reduce myself so that way you can feel like you're like, if I'm not doing A, it's because you're going to do A. Like, it can't be A just doesn't get done to stroke your ego. Like, everything about me, everything about Saneia, the business of Saneia, the help, the house, that falls on me. I can't take my hands off of something if you're not, adding to it. Because then what happens? Like, and I done made it this far on my own. Like, I ain't about to go under just because I'm trying to make you feel like a man, but you don't really know how to, like, step in and do these things that I need you to do. Like, you can't do that.
And you said you had a question.
Did you want to touch on what he said? Or
Repeat it again.
So, because you are an independent woman, do you feel like you have to, like, dummy down your independence? Like, when you're talking to a guy, or you meet a new guy, or do you just like rock out because like this is who I am and you should accept who I am?
I'm not dummying it down. Obviously, it was something in this independent woman that attracted you to me. So therefore, when you come, you see these are the things that, okay, she's independent, she's doing this, she's doing it. Let me see how I can step in and help alleviate her being so independent.
Gotcha.
Because half the time we don't want to be independent, but we have to do it by nature because that's just
like
the
I
way
said,
that
the business
right
of
now
us runs by it's us. Like,
I carry my household and I'm a single mom, so I gotta stay on top of my game. So if it's somebody that want to come along and they're actively going to match what I'm doing or do more, please come.
And one thing my grandma used to always say was, don't let a nigga lead you to the poorhouse. You can go there by yourself. Like, like
That's one of them old sayings.
Yeah, like, and it stuck with me. Like,
some of them old age doctors do still.
Meaning, like, don't like be like, oh, I'm gonna leave my job because he gonna take care of me, and he can't take care of you. Then you assed out. Like, that's letting a nigga lead you to the poorhouse. Like, you was fine, when you was doing it yourself. Like, and that's something that like has always like been in my mind. And like, and I'm gonna be honest, when I when I was in like my young 20s, my early 20s, a lot of the people that like I was around were older than me. And a lot of them were married, but they were going through like divorces or separating from their husbands or whatever. And like when they would talk to me, of course I would listen. Like I always took in whatever they were telling me. And like I was realizing, I was like, oh, like that's like marriage, like that's what it's like like that's what they be doing, like, oh.
Which leads into my next question, but go ahead.
And I realized like once they got out of those situations, like their lives got so much better. Like they got so much better. And I remember one of my old coworkers, she was like an older white woman and she was going through a divorce and it was real messy. And she was like, Saneia, I'm gonna be honest. She was like, I'm gonna tell you something that nobody ever told me. And I'm like, well, what is it? She was like, make sure you marry a man that can take care of you because you can learn to love a man. She was like, but you're never going to learn to like be without. She was like, nobody wants to be without. And I was like, okay, like, and again, like that stuck with me as well because it's like, you also have to start looking at men like, okay, but can you take care of yourself? Like, like you want to be a husband, but you pay bills? Like, you know what I mean? Like at minimum, do you pay bills? Like, because if you don't pay bills, how you going to come to me and tell me what I need to be doing or you can take care of me and you got Pico up your ass, like so.
You have quite a few friends that's around you that's married. You said you grew up with a lot of people. Do you have a lot of friends that's married now?
Not a lot of friends, but a lot of family that's married. My brother has actively been married for almost 20 years.
So, with y'all having these marriages in y'all lives, do y'all are and based off of the experiences that y'all had, is it easy for y'all to get discouraged when it comes to marriage, or like look at it and be like, let me take my time. I don't want this to be like a priority, because certain women be like,
I gotta get married,
or like I want to be married within like 5 years. They have a plan and stuff like that. Like certain women do these things, but do y'all like? Is it discouraging when y'all hear these things and then match them with the experiences or the things that y'all heard, or like is it like do y'all look at the people that y'all know that are married like, yo, that's dope, like I love what they doing, like what's the scale between those
so two? There are some that I sit back and I'm like, I really admire certain things within it. Then there are some I'm like, they not about to make it. Like, so it doesn't discourage me, because what works for them works for them. And the person that's for me just hasn't found me yet. Or maybe I'm not at the place where he's at. So I'm still doing my learning and my development, because I do feel like I'm growing in certain ways. And a lot of things I have to change. A lot of my mentality I have to change in order to become that person that I'm going to meet him at. Because my husband might be where he needs to be. I'm just not there yet. Yeah. So I'm not discouraged from it. It actually is when I see people around me that really have done the work. Not just like fly by, just jump and get married, but really have done the work, really have gone to counseling, because I'm not married to anybody that don't want to go to counseling. It encourages me. I said my brother's been married for 20 years. I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows. And no matter of the highs and lows, their love for each other still never changed. So I did have to learn to not look at it from the perspective of a sister, but start to see like the union of it. And it's encouraging to me. So no, it doesn't discourage me.
It doesn't discourage me. Now let me say this. I don't idolize anyone's relationships, right? And that's only because we only know what people show us. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Do I admire people's partnerships? Of course. You know, sure. I mean, y'all, I'm a little biased, I love y'all. But like I admire like y'all partnership, because outside of y'all even being married, like y'all like each other. Like a lot of people are married to people that they don't like. They're not friends. Like they're not friends. Like in real life, y'all like.
All right, so it sounds crazy, but it's true. Like even in the marriage, true. Like if we beefing, I'm not even rocking with you right now. Yeah, but it's like I don't hate you, but it's like I don't put you like that, right?
Some people lose how to get that back.
Yeah, and they're just always like that. Right, they're always like that, and it's like I admire the partnerships, like the genuine partnerships that people have with their significant other. I'm not discouraged, because like I said, marriage was never a lie. I have to do this because I feel like it's one of those things that's really it's so heavily dependent upon someone else. Like I can't marry myself. Like if I wanted to be a parent, like I could be a parent. Like I could, I don't think I would do this, but like go to a sperm bank and become a parent. Like, but with marriage, like somebody has to want to marry me. Like they have to ask me to marry to marry me. So it's like it can.
You ain't proposing to no nigga?
Huh? No. No, I'm not. No.
Good answer.
Never.
The man really decides the fate of it.
I like
not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So it's like it's one of those things where you could want it as bad as you want it. It might not never happen, because if that's not what God wants for you, or in your cards, it's just not going to happen. However, like I can always be the type of woman that I want to be. Like again, I'm not discouraged by it. I'm not at all. Like it'd be like, all right, like, but I never said I wanted to get married, but I always said I wanted to be in a committed relationship. Like, because again, some people be married and not in committed relationships. So
y'all don't have like that. You know how a lot of women be like,
The biological clock.
the biological clock. Like,
I've never
is
operated
that like
anything
non-existent
with
to
a clock.
y'all? Like, y'all don't.
for children or for like married, like
Well, shit, both.
both.
For me, I didn't want kids. I was okay with having everybody else kids and giving them back.
She always had some night job.
So the fact that I'm 11 years in still blows my mind.
Like people like, yeah, like every year we be like, oh, he's still here. He alive. He healthy. He's smart. Like we be amazed.
And
Like
it blows my mind. So like for marriage, I don't have a clock. I just want it right. I ain't rushing for it. When it comes, I just want it to be right because it took so long to come. I highly doubt that I would ever do it again after the first time.
Yeah.
So if it's coming, whenever it comes.
That's one thing. Me and my pop definitely got that in common.
I, me and a lot of people.
I'm gonna be sitting right next to that nigga. Hey.
Like, if it don't work, not. And it's not like it's a lot. Like it's definitely.
And I know, and
it's a
I'm
lot on
pretty
both
sure
ends.
it's a whole lot.
Because it's a lot of stuff. Like you get married, and again, a lot of people will try to tell you how your marriage is going to be based on how their marriage was or is.
Yeah.
And everybody says, "Oh, the first 5 years is rough." No, every year is going to be
Right.
rough. Because like you figure
people change.
and even us being together, like me and my wife been together for 4 years before we got married. So we thought we knew everything.
And how long have y'all been married?
7
okay.
years. So it's like we thought we knew everything about each other. Then you start, you start getting closer, and then you just view it like differently. Like once you get married, like people are like, oh, nothing changes. No, everything changes.
Right.
Like technically it's a legally binded contract depending on how you want to word it.
It's a
But it's
relationship,
like
it is a
it
business.
kind of changes because now my expectations of you are different, yours of mine are different. So it's like but I don't. If for some reason my marriage wasn't to work, it's trouble.
Me and Shara actually do. We got to do the love language test over. We kind of
It changes.
it changes.
They really do
We
change.
actually
It changes because
passed through
imagine
that.
like when you're in the beginning of a relationship, like and things are new and you kind of working on stuff, and it's like, okay, like I might need those words of affirmation. Like I might need that from you because this is the beginning of something new. But then it's like, all right, fast forward a few years, we comfortable with each other. Like I might need something else. Like, all of that, hey queen, that shit might not work for me anymore.
That was the part
like,
that
you didn't see me without my wig.
I saw the
Like,
change. I'm like, wait. So what changed? Why change?
Yeah, like,
Why change?
Why did it change? Like, what did I do? And it's
Because
like,
you
nothing, like, just
mastered it.
change
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
everybody,
mastered it.
like,
Like
every-
Shara mastered that. The fucking words of affirmation, she mastered that. So like, I kind of don't need that no more.
Yeah, right. And it goes back to like what you
I ain't gonna
said
say I
about
don't need it. Sorry, babe. I definitely.
But it kind of goes back to like what you said, like
But you
dating
need to
like
grow.
a guy who might have grew up needing that. It's like, all right, like you gave me that, I
Yeah.
feel that. Like now it's instilled in me. Now we need something else.
Exactly.
But everybody
Yeah.
changes. Like even like the things that you needed in the friendship, when you first
Said
started,
that
like
last week, yeah.
that's not even the same no more. Like, and I didn't answer your question about the biological clock.
No, not yet.
Okay, I'll answer it now. You want me to answer it?
Yeah.
Okay, so growing up, I didn't have a lot of kids around me. Like, I don't have a big family on my mom's side. So Tima and I are first cousins, but on my dad's side, my dad and her mom are siblings. So my dad's side has a lot of kids.
Gotcha.
My mom's side, which is the side that I was primarily raised with, we don't have a lot of kids in our family. So like how Tima said she always had people kids, I didn't have anybody's kids. I don't I didn't have that. So I think as a result, I've never like been like, oh, I gotta have a kid around me. I got to like now. So would I like to have kids? Yes. Do I have? I mean, scientifically, yes. I probably should start sooner rather than later. But.
Girl, they having them out here 50
But it's like
really are.
when I think about what I'm.
Her dad's 71.
Yeah.
Her sister is 16.
No, we got an uncle.
How old is she?
She'll be 18.
It don't matter.
What is
He's
2 years?
71.
That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing.
She'll be 18 in December though.
No, we got an uncle like
What is that?
that.
He still had her at 50.
No, Uncle Man.
Oh, okay.
Jay, we have
I'm
an
talking about
uncle
Uncle
who's
Gus.
probably
Uncle
like,
Gus been going for like 10 years.
I think he almost 60. His son is 8. So my son goes with them.
Uncle who?
Uncle Man.
Uncle Man, boy.
Shout out to Uncle Man.
But
Shout out to Uncle
listen,
Man. You
my
out here
son-
having mans.
My son Kobe goes with them and every summer. And he came back this summer. He done been going with them for 2 summers. So I said, son, Uncle Man, because his dad, he was like, wait, he's Jay's dad? I said, yeah. He said, I thought he was his grandpa.
Kobe said, wait a minute, we don't have to show him the family tree.
Wait, though.
He's going to be
and
devastated.
This is completely off topic. Did y'all hear about within the last, 2 to 3 years, all the kids that was named Kobe? Like after
No,
Kobe
it's
died?
crazy. Glad my son was
Like,
almost
it's a
11 years
lot,
old.
bro.
It's been a whole lot. But,
Like, it's crazy.
And they spell it the same way. I spell his with an I instead of an E. So if you ever meet him,
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't.
I tell him it's an honor to
Don't
be.
Can't you turn around?
No.
I told him if he take on ball, you would
It
have to
is,
really
but
go hard with
I-
it if you carrying that name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we stayed
So-
away from that one.
Let me just say this: no matter how many times I take that test, physical touch is always going to be.
So, but I was actually, like, mine's changed too, but I think hers, it was like, it went from, it was like words of affirmation and gifts of exchange. I think they swapped.
Okay.
But I was still confused because it's like, yo, I don't, what we doing here? Like, why is it changing?
I feel like my love language is not even
On the paper?
Yeah, it's not. My love language is like we'll figure it out, and music. Like those are my love languages.
My love language is stupid. I'm going to take the test again.
Like,
What was yours? Words of affirmation.
Like, cause I feel like I kind of
In the words of ain't, cool out.
like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know. I probably
Coming
would
soon.
neither. Because when I take it, I feel like I kind of place in all of the categories, like, because it just really depends on the day
depends
and
on
what
the
I
mood.
need in that moment. Like,
Because when I first
you
took it,
know.
I'm like, this is stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Then they
you're
added up, and I was like, oh shoot, that was dumb.
Yeah. Like it'd be like you think you don't need words of affirmation, but then like you realize, wait, I do need like a little encouragement. Like
Right.
you be like, you think you don't need acts of service, but I do need to show. I need to know like you trying to do
care
that. Like
for others,
yeah,
yeah.
like. It's like I feel, but that's why I said I feel like we'll figure it out. That's a combination of all of them. Like that's
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
that
like-
could backfire because as men, if you tell a nigga like we'll figure it out, that's to a lot of men that's putting that
Okay,
shit
what
on the
the
back
fuck?
burner.
Yeah,
like
like,
so
yeah.
it kind of to some men when you say that it's
No.
like we put it on the back burner, but it's kind of like all right, well it ain't that important to her.
yeah.
But that's the double
So
standard.
that
Yeah.
So they can.
You absolutely
for
right,
them, it's
yeah.
like, well, we'll figure it out.
Well,
But then as
we'll
a
figure
man,
it
it's
out.
like,
To
I
me,
have
it's
to
like, but
figure
this,
it out.
I guess this is why it's
I guess
also in the real love language either.
explain,
and it's
explain,
true. Like, in
yeah,
a lot
like
of
you
to me-
explain
I'm
that.
not being biased about it. I
Right.
mean,
to me, it's like saying if I'm like, oh, I have this problem, like I have this problem, right? And it's like, we'll figure it out. That's like you saying, like, one, you're acknowledging like that you see I have this problem, and you know, going back to like me being like me having to always figure things out for myself, you're acknowledging like, yo, I'm never like a plan A type of person. Like I always got 12 plans. If one don't happen, if one don't work, I got something else to move on to. So you're acknowledging like, okay, like she probably thought about this shit and she's like exhausted all of her thoughts and plans. Like, you know, and then it's also like, okay, we'll figure it out. I'm willing to take this on. Like I'm about to take this on for her because I need to help her understand. I need to help her figure this out.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna tap into my resources, what I can do. Like, so it's like if you tell me that and you follow through with it, like I'm be like, girl, I think I love him. that's going. Girl, I think I love him.
So the last branch that we have here. Growing up, we all taught how to respect men in relationships. And you want to elaborate on that?
I don't think they need no elaboration on that one. Or do y'all?
You can elaborate for the people. Don't roll your eyes at me. I seen the eye roll.
For men, right? When we were kids, don't matter if we had a mom or a dad, we was always taught to respect women.
that's a lie.
It was a lie.
A lady.
A lady.
Oh, a lady. Yeah.
I'm a lady.
Stupid.
I thought you said that's a lie. I was about to say, well, what was the truth?
When we're 3-4 years old and we're at the playground, like, we can't hit y'all, but y'all can hit us, and in turn, that would be like one of them ways to say like she either like you or she thinks you're fun or something like that. But we can't do that. So we was always since kids we were taught to like, and then open the door, pull out the chair, compliments and stuff like that. Every aspect of a male's life, from babies to kids to preteens to teenagers, young adults, old ass men, it's always something that it had to be instilled in us to respect women. Mm-hmm. It's not always like that. That's on the other hand. Like,
kick him in the balls, slap in the face.
And I kind of hate that a lot of the old heads refer to this, but it kind of plays a part when Korojiro took the shorty on a date, and the old head Bronx Tale.
That's why I was like,
what the hell is he talking about?
I thought you was talking about some anime.
You know anime? Wait, hold up. But he looked me dead in my eyes like he knew what he was talking about. I was like,
all right, well, did you ever see Bronx Tale?
No.
Yeah, but the way
you know the girl from Bronx Tale is Keisha from Belly?
Yeah, Terrell Hicks.
Did you know that?
I never saw
He's never saw Bronx Tale.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Y'all never seen Bronx Tale?
No.
Well, Keisha from Belly. DMX girlfriend.
I remember her.
The black girl fell in love with the Italian, with the Italian boy.
But
you can explain it.
But damn,
What was you explaining that?
the old head name, the boy who was the drug dealer running the shit. He told Kadoja though, when you take her on a date, if she get in the car,
keep calling his name like you know, like y'all friends.
Unlock the car door.
I mean, if we was talking about training day, y'all would say Alonzo. Like, it was.
I would for the example that you're using, I would have went to Deliver Some Evil. When he pushed the button.
Yeah.
Or it was another. It was like, it was something Bill Bellamy was in. Pushed the button, it wouldn't get in. The girl stood out there the whole time.
Yeah, but no, not that.
Think like a man.
I mean, think like a man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But that's one thing with Kadojo did. What the old head told him was, you open the door for her, you close the door for her. When you're walking around to your driver door, if she pushed the door open for you, that's how you know who she is. And I hate that that's one of them things that everybody go to. But
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I understand it. I understand it, but because I'm gonna keep it funky. It's
a her returning the favor of her respecting.
No,
her
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. I just don't agree with it. Like, because it's like. I can go outside right now.
When you say you don't, explain why you don't agree.
I can go outside right now, get in the car with my wife. I'm gonna go push the button. It's a natural reaction. I'm gonna push the button. Door gonna open. I'm gonna get in the car.
Door gonna unlock.
It's gonna unlock. She gonna open it, get in the car. Even if it's like we're going on a date or whatever, like when I'm like really thinking about it and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna open the door and close the door and then walk around, I'm not thinking that, you have to open the door for me or push the door open.
No. That's not a sense of her having to do it. That's the difference. She don't have to do it. It's a sense to a man. What it's supposed to be.
No, but what I'm trying to
say, she have to do it. It's not a have.
Again, if she has to, or if she doesn't, I'm not going to say that.
That's not what you're going to base it on.
She is. Yeah, I'm not basing it off of that.
I think that's why I said I feel like that's like an outdated example.
Yeah,
like that's like it
but it's no other examples.
It really isn't. When you think about it, I never was told you need to respect the man here. You need to respect the man here. I was always told you need to be this kind of woman. Mm-hmm. Like my dad always told me never, if a guy want to talk to you, do not lean in his car. He get out and he'll stand out and talk to you. Mm-hmm. Don't ever lean in nobody's car. I don't get in cars. If I'm on a date, I don't open my door. Mm-hmm. I'm not opening the door. I let a man open the door to the car, to the restaurant. But I was never told like you need to respect the man. I grew up with a lot of men. Again, I had two dads. My biological dad and my stepdad, and then I have uncles and brothers. So I always knew to respect men. But I was never told to respect or taught to respect them.
So when it comes to like dating and all the other good stuff, is respect given or earned?
It's earned.
Is respect given or earned?
It's earned. Like if we meet each other and we both respect each other, that's where we lead from. But if you show me something else and it goes down, then you gotta earn it. Because
so that means it's given.
Okay, yeah.
It's given initially.
Yeah, I know what I meant.
Yeah. I think respect is given. It's always given initially until you show me otherwise. Like, and that's with anybody. Like, I could walk, if you tell me, oh, you know, Rome not, you know, you gotta watch out for him or whatever, like he this type of person, until I see it, that's when I'll believe it. But until then, like, everybody starts at zero. We all got a clean slate because that's how I want people to treat me. Like, you know, people can always tell you how somebody's going to be, like, based off of their experience, but they'll always omit what they did to get that person to be how they are. And then they'll try to, you know, make everybody else believe that. But no, respect is always given until we ain't got no problem until we got a problem. Then we got a problem.
So were you taught to respect men?
I was taught to respect myself. I was taught to respect myself first. And a lady who respects herself, a man will respect a lady who respects herself.
Now I think that's a fact from
that
something
is.
that's like old.
That is. Yes.
A man will respect a lady that respects herself. Sometimes if a man can't do that, then, you know, sometimes that's when you'll notice some things about him and be like, you might not be ready for me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't believe in putting my hands on men. Like, I don't like fighting. I'm not that girl. No, you bring that shit to me, we can get it popping. But I just want to go on record and say that you know, I will definitely handle myself accordingly.
So you don't hit men?
But no, I don't. I'm not that girl.
So
is
like that like as far as it was when it comes to respecting men, like just don't hit them?
No, I don't hit them like.
Like were you taught to be like, yo, don't just be talking to a man crazy?
So I will say, I've had experiences where I probably went a little too far to the left. However, like I said, respect is given. So if I went to the left, it's because somebody did something to me. Now, I didn't always know how to articulate my feelings, like in a way where I didn't have to like cuss you out.
Right.
Because you also have to remember, like, I'm a work in progress too. Like, I'm from the hood. I'm with the shit. Like, you know, like I will say that. And as a result, yeah, I've had situations where I've cussed guys out that I was messing with. But
cussing out these people's sons.
Yeah, well, somebody's son shouldn't have played with me. Like,
cuss that young lady son out.
Somebody's son shouldn't have played with me. But also, you have to remember, like I said, I'm not a troublemaker. So if you're doing something to me, and sometimes I find with guys or certain types of guys, like they kind of like poke at you for a reaction, but then when they get that reaction, they're not really ready for. And I don't bother people until you bother me. And when you bother me, now it's an issue. So yeah, now I am disrespectful because you're doing something to me. And sometimes people think like, oh, well, I didn't do exactly what you did to me. Like, I didn't do that. Like, if you throw a rock at somebody, you have no control over how that person's going to react. That's why you don't poke at a sleeping bear. But yeah, like I can say now as an adult woman, like I feel like I got a little bit better. I don't have to cuss you out and call you motherfuckers. Like I got my vocab is weird. My read game is strong. Like I can say some things to you without having to like degrade you. Yeah, like without having to like I don't have to do that now. Like I can just tell you how I feel, and you probably going to feel embarrassed because I professionally read you. Like.
Before we had a question.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So first off, I wanna like the question or whatever. With Twin is saying with the like cussing somebody out or whatever, and which I was talking about like seeing marriages and stuff. I got old school parents. One argue, one don't. So it's literally like, well, this is kinda what I said. Bro. This is
What?
That would be me. I'm not
Definitely
arguing with
argument.
you.
I was about to say, it ain't even that apparent.
Dad'll tell you, that's your mother. Ask your mother.
Yup. But with that, like, so seeing that aspect of it, it's like, okay, well, I could argue, but in relationships, I noticed that, like, I'm more so like my dad. Like, I'm not even. If we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about it. If we not, then go ahead, cause you gonna do whatever. I don't care. But I have to about to say something.
I am, but go ahead.
What you gonna say?
He don't argue.
I don't argue no more. But this question is why I learned to stop arguing and, like y'all said, have a conversation, a discussion. And this is for everybody. Do y'all feel like invalidating someone's feelings is a sign of disrespect?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yep.
If you make me feel
Point blank,
less
period.
than
We all feel the same way. That's wrong.
So
I'm accustomed to having my feelings invalidated. Part of one of them things
Right. That we talked about last week.
Yeah, one of them things that growing up, it was that's what it was. So thank God that's one of them things that Shar learned, because we know how Shar, well, not say how Shar is, but Shar is a dominant woman. Mm-hmm. It's times where she can
jump off the top rope.
No, not even that, but like her the way she it's times where in a regular conversation, cause I think it's probably a double standard, but I feel like men, you're superior at your job, you're superior at your job. Like, it's times where we can turn that off. A lot of women can't turn that off. Yeah. And multiple aspects in life.
I think that was a great analogy.
That's a
Real shit, parenting, relationships, friendships. A lot of women can't turn that off, but when it comes
podcast,
that's like
I'm just saying, but like
that's how I say about Saroya, because she's a teacher. So sometimes when she says stuff to her, I'm like, girl,
yeah.
don't,
So
I'm not your
and
student.
yeah, like Saroya. So yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So like, Saroya could be in a relationship with somebody, and in the
Saroya's
beginning,
my twin, by the way.
Yeah,
for everybody who's watching.
And we gonna have Roya on too.
For everyone's that's
she
that's
can.
watching.
It can be time. And I don't know if this is true or not, but just an example, like, because she is a teacher, it's times where she probably can't turn that off. Mm-hmm. And in the midst of learning her significant other, she can speak to him thinking that it's cool and she's having a real genuine conversation, but the way it's coming off and the things that is, even not even the way she's saying it, but the things she's saying to him, she's not learning who he is, and it's affecting the way that it's affecting his responses. Mm-hmm. So and then now it'd be like, oh, he's disrespectful. Mm-hmm. But you didn't sit, and not saying this is my sister, but it could then turn around and say it's like boom, boom. Like, that's really what it is. Like, is reactions fighting each other with reactions. Yep. Mm-hmm. There's no, like, but the action is not really the thing that's being taken into consideration, which is learning somebody and then them also expressing why they feel this way and how it can affect them.
You could try to learn a person, but they have to be willing to show you.
Yeah, because you can only learn what somebody shows you. Right. Like, I can't. I'm not a mind reader.
And that's one of the things that, like, when it come to my marriage, like, it's always going to remain like the highlight of my marriage. The fact that she learned who I was, and she took that, and she didn't dumb down who she was, but she altered the way she
nurtured you in that.
Yeah, she altered the way she structures her life to accommodate her husband's feelings. Mm-hmm. That's gonna always, like, stand at the top of my marriage. Like, for me. For me, she can have something, of course, like with different people, she can have something different, but for me, that's what that is. I should have put that shit in the vows, shouldn't I?
All right, real quick.
It's too late. It's
hold on. Renewal.
I'm
gonna save it.
But what you even saying that, like I said, growing up in a household with two married people or whatever, and it's a different dynamic or whatever, and seeing them go through stages in their own relationship or whatever, like literally growing up in a household with a marriage, you see certain stuff and you start to piece together like, okay, well, this is what a marriage is.
Mm-hmm.
But then when something goes left and you like, this
different.
This how that work. Never mind. But then when it's like, oh, we going back up, we on the roller coaster, and it's like, oh, it's cool. When you live in that and you know it's like that, it could be discouraging, but at the same time, it could be motivation to the point where it's like, when I get a husband,
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the same token, because I think what you said was great, and I think that that's true. A lot of times you can despise something so much you become it, and then you don't even realize that you do it until it's like bring it to you.
With that being said, right, I do notice like I got traits of both of the parents when it comes to relationships in general. But when my sister got married, all that the other marriage like it went out the window in a way because
did you start looking more at how they handle things, how Shar and
and it's more
because I think it's more modern.
I'm about to say it's more today.
I'm more grown now. Like, I'm grown now, so understanding the relationship aspect and the stuff that go into the relationship in general. At fucking 5, you don't know what a marriage is. It's just people. Like, you know they married, but you don't know
they
what
together.
Is.
You know, your wedding was the first wedding I didn't cry yet. Like I don't like when my friends and close family get married, and I think the only reason I didn't cry because I was standing up there. So I was like sitting, like, I wasn't the wedding. I didn't get married, cuz. Like, bro, we go back to like 5th grade, like, and like you was in my wedding, I was in your wedding. It's like, yo,
your life went full circle for you.
Yeah, so like, and I'm looking at that, like, yo, we grown.
Literally watching, like, and then, like, Shartiza tell you, I was
What?
You was in his wedding too.
Yeah, I cried a little bit.
Okay.
You ain't see it.
Wait a minute.
Stop stupid.
I cried a little bit.
But Shartiza tell you when she even asked me to be a bridesmaid, I bought her crying like a little ass baby. She like, you was drawing. Like, why was you so extra? First of all, no offense, Aunt, but my sister was on court with him. Like, she was niggas. Like, they was everywhere. So just
Asia ass so Asia could come in and
no, we're not doing that. No, it's double standard. We can't do that. Listen, wait, hold that thought. You ain't had no. Okay,
I had no.
The AirPods.
None. I'm cursing right now. I had no. I had no.
Don't roll.
What's that?
AirPods.
Yeah, the other one over there.
Oh, don't play.
Both of them fell?
Right here.
It's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Don't play.
Still ain't answering.
So
Don't play.
then,
I was nervous too.
I was nervous too, nigga.
I was nervous for you.
To come full circle.
So to see my sister really get married, and then in the same token, like she's literally pregnant. I never thought that I would be like, oh shit, I got a brother-in-law. My sister about to have a kid. Even now, like literally, when we first got here, they called my phone. I literally talked to them almost every Saturday morning. I ain't talked to them yesterday, but she called me today. Literally, it's just like when I see him, it'd be like, yo, like. He literally looked just like my sister. And of course, he looks like his dad.
He like T.Y.
But he do look like T.Y. But it's like, my sister has a baby. My sister has a husband. Like a real husband. Like in a
like
household.
a real husband.
Like this ain't no like, oh, she been living with Bull for like 7 years.
Yeah.
No, they really had a wedding.
So we do it the same way.
Yeah, like
I think it has a lot to do with the stuff that you went through. So I'm like,
even that, like I said though, but to know like with her even watching like technically her mom and stepdad, and then knowing like that her dad and his wife, whatever they was going through, is literally a different. It's like a breath of fresh air trying to watch a marriage that they are literally
actively
trying to
doing for each other.
Yeah,
because even what y'all saying like about my situation or whatever, like.
What situation?
Well, White Wolf.
Me being single.
But this is why I brought that up, because last year I had a whole conversation with her and him.
We did it though. Well, I did.
All right. Well, things change. People change. So yes, last year that could have been a thing, but I told them like it's a part of learning each other. Absolutely. And when you learn each other, you start to. It's certain things that just stand out that make you. All right, I gotta pick this up. Let me grab this and pick this apart. Let me grab this and see and rearrange these ingredients
for what we got going
I
on.
think that's also because you seen a relationship previously to that. Like you was first hand on that.
Yeah, I see how much different he treats you. He treats you completely different. He makes you a priority. Them other niggas didn't make you a priority. Them other niggas wanted to be the priority. Which, in a sense, both of y'all are supposed to be, but it was more so like
they wanted to be.
Yeah, like
a lot of guys want to be
Eric
courted.
wanted
Like,
it.
they
Yeah,
want to
like
be the
everybody,
bad
and that yeah,
they
yeah.
wanna be-
So I
they
ain't gonna
wanna
say
be the bad
yeah.
bitch.
That's
Like,
really
that's
what
what
it is.
it
Like
is.
everybody should be treated. It should be. It should be equal.
No, it's not
but
the same.
Oh, well, I'll say it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
These
you can
guys
say
want to
it.
be the bad bitch.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
it is.
different.
Like,
Like,
they
that's
want to
the
be.
difference.
They
Like,
want to be courted.
Yeah, niggas. It's the difference between wanting to be a bad bitch and wanting to be courted. We both should be treated the same way.
Right.
Like
What you mean?
when I ain't got it, sure we'll pay for it.
Right.
That's what I think.
And when
That's
I
why
got
I
it,
said. That's why I said a
but it's a
partnership.
different, yeah. But when you want to be a bad bitch, when niggas want to be the bad
They
bitch,
want-
that's the difference.
They want everything. It's
Yeah,
like
like-
the guy, like the
and
guy.
you ain't got nothing to offer in return. And I'm not
think-
gonna go down that road
I think-
because
I have a great analogy of
I
that.
mean, if you want to go, I don't have a problem.
you don't have a
What you
problem.
say, mommy? I won't go. It's whatever.
We can talk about that off air, but on air, I'm not gonna say that.
I got a
but,
great analogy. So you know we went to Frisco's for our anniversary, right? So we in there. So in my head I'm like, all right, I know what the bill gonna be, blah 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 blah. Like that was just me. There was like a young couple that came in, right? And you can tell this might have been either their first time going to this type of restaurant, or he was just like the flashy boy that really didn't have it, but now he got it. So he's sitting there, right?
saved up for that shit.
Can I get the
It means something when you save up for them type of shit.
Big nine?
So
McNaughton.
he's sitting there, right? Like, and you know, like, let's just say, like, say for your birthday, right? We go to the joint, right? And somebody do like a boomerang. It's like, all right, this the nigga doing top golf. You go to certain restaurants, you with your people, you do like a boomerang and your people. The boy sat there and I watched him.
Did a
because
boomerang at a check?
His no. His light came on. He took a picture of the
You're not
menu.
even
So
discreet.
now I'm just watching like, young boy, you gotta chill. So the shorty looking at the menu.
Can't say he got shit.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Now
I'm impatient.
Girl, take all the pictures. Like, hey, send me them.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So hear me out.
All right, go ahead, go ahead.
So she looking at the menu, and he's looking, but she's helping him with the menu because he don't know what he's looking at. So I'm like, he gotta chill.
But you said it appears to be that this is his first time. Let no essay walk.
Let me finish. This the one that got me. This the one that got me. He turns from the table. He had the Balenciaga sneakers on. Looked down, took a picture of him, and then turned back around. I said, I quit.
He was a young boy, you said?
He might have been. He was in his 20s at least.
Okay.
He was what, like 25?
I'm gonna get between 22 and 27.
He's a man.
He's not a man, man.
So listen.
What's a man?
And I'm not saying I ever did this, but I'm about to.
Hear me out though.
Go ahead.
So when he did it, I'm like, all right. So the only thing that popped into my head was when Meek was like, you got niggas that say, don't you take a picture and put it up for the gram. It's popping in my head. So I'm like, you took a picture of the menu. You can't read the menu. You got the Balenciaga
Nigga, go to
sneakers
McDonald's.
on, but I guarantee you about to order chicken. And here's how I know that he ordered chicken. When the lady came out, right, she gave everybody the same spiel, the same waiter. She gave everybody the same spiel. This what we got, blah, 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 blah. She said, we don't have no chicken. So she told you
She said
that
we
there's no chicken. She said, we had no chicken tonight. And you still tried to order chicken.
Like they was gonna find a chicken on Sanson Street and just kill it and cook it for you.
He was a man. Just let it go.
So but here's the thing though. So like, don't.
I be trying to save you niggas, yo.
I
I do it every episode. I be trying to save
And that's
niggas.
your problem, trying to be Captain Saber.
Say the name.
Captain Say the name.
So my thing was like, all right. And again, like I've been young before. Like
I
I've
don't
done
even
it. Like
think
I'm
that's a
still
part
young.
of being young. I really think that comes from your foundation.
Yeah, like
because
you
I
probably never
actively
went
make
out.
sure I take my son out.
Yeah.
And I make him order. I don't like when we walk into a restaurant, I literally sit there. He will go up to the waitress, he'll give his name, give his phone number at 10 years old. I'm making sure because I don't want him to get to the nan's age. and not know how to read a menu, how to pronounce or pronunciate certain things on the menu, or not even just enjoy being in a woman's presence.
Or just not know how to...
State 48.
Listen,
when T.Y.
it was STK.
STK.
But
Yeah,
now,
STK.
like you said, Rome, you did that when we was in fucking Miami with Tyler.
Yeah. And I
The
think...
menu was in front of him and he was like, look at it.
Let me tell you.
I want this. And he was like, no, you don't. Read the menu.
Yeah.
Like my son, he will go and he will order his
And
steak.
I think that also...
And he'll be like, I want it medium. He knows how to order his steak to the cook that he needs.
My wife took
Is he humble when he do it?
Yeah.
He's very-
Kobe is
Listen,
he's polite. He's
T.Y.
very
was
polite.
humble yesterday in the conversation we had. We was like, the last 4 restaurants we've been to with T.Y., it's been high-end restaurants. So prior to that, it was probably
Shout out to
like...
y'all for that.
Yeah, I think that you have to introduce your
The
kids
experience
to stuff.
got...
Like,
we can
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because-
Shout out to y'all for
Can
that.
I ask a funny ass question real quick? When do you go to a restaurant and you don't you like and you know like listen, I got it. That you like I can ball out and just order with not being humble. I feel like if you
At 33.
I feel like if
What
you
you
can
mean?
order the A5 Japanese Wagyu, you can be a little ignorant with it.
What?
Well, why be ignorant though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you just said what I was about to save Young Boy with.
So not ignorant, but like have a little bit like
he could probably
be like
got 3
hype as shit.
Balenciagas at the
Why
crib
do you want to be hyped?
that he could
Because
afford.
that's like one of the most expensive things. Like you get a small ass piece of steak this big.
No, the
At
gold, the gold
245.
steak,
Do
the
not.
gold John.
No, do not rock Balenciaga sneakers and then go and order chicken from a steakhouse.
Yeah.
All right, fuck. I
You don't
can't
do
say
that,
that,
bro.
When you're
man.
going out, you're supposed to
First of all, read the
try
menu.
something different.
Right.
You can get chicken anywhere. You can
Yeah.
go to Longhorn and get chicken.
I
some
never had
good
oysters
chicken.
in my life.
You still didn't have them, right?
I did. I had them at the joint.
Oh, so how did you like them?
I mean, they don't taste like nothing. But I heard the
It's
charbroiled
not
ones are
really
better.
enough to you have to order a lot.
Right?
to-
No, it was
yeah.
about 8,
6
10
is
of them.
enough.
It was about 8 to 9. But to me, it just it was like
It's not really.
The lemon and all that shit on
all that was on
You
there,
keep
bro.
saying that shit. They still nasty.
But the
It's
charbroiled
an
ones are better
acquired
apparently.
taste. I think it's just an acquired taste.
Do you have like texture problems?
I do.
No, this nigga don't eat. What the fuck you don't eat because he got texture grits?
Me, I don't eat grits.
Oh,
Me.
I ain't got no goddamn texture
It's
problems.
oatmeal. I don't eat oatmeal.
Yeah, I don't-
Oatmeal, cause
I used to love
It's still
oatmeal.
oats and shit. And you
But I think,
it's still the
but
texture
kind
that
of
you don't
going
like.
back to what y'all say, like I kind of feel like even with women, like because you know how you observe the guy doing that, a lot of girls are like that too. Like like you go out and you don't know how to act. I think it goes. Yeah, like when we were younger, like we always went to dinner. So first of all, when we was really, really young, my mom was like a waitress at IHOP. So like we used to go to the one on Walnut Street all the time. And like she would always make it like if we went there for dinner, like sometimes we had to go there because she was working. So she would make it like a fine dining experience for us. And like as a result, you know, like that's how we became accustomed to going out to restaurants. And then like even my grandma, like we used to always play this game.
So
like,
that's why you say that, not because
What?
because it was humble beginnings. That's why you say why you so hyped.
yeah, why you so
Because it's
hype?
humble beginnings.
Yeah, it's like
if
why-
it wasn't humble beginnings,
Yeah.
it'd be a different story.
It's like, and like even with my grandma, I'm like she will always say like, let's go downtown, let's act like the white people. So we would act rich. Like we didn't have it, but we would act rich. So she would like take us out to eat and like you know, like we would
like that.
yeah,
That might
like,
sound crazy,
This
but
right
that sounds dope
I
too,
mean,
though.
yeah, but like so now like now that I know there are rich black people, you can act like a rich black person as well. But like growing up, it was like the people around us that had the money were like the rich white people. So we would go like she's like, let's go downtown. So we would go get dressed up and we would act like that. And then now going out. Like nothing is really
original,
like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like this is not new
Nigga, I've been doing this
to
since
me.
it was
And
fake.
also, even if I'm ever somewhere where I don't know something or I feel like okay, like that might be a little bit outside of what I'm accustomed to, I'm a nerd, so I'm always researching. Like okay, what is this? What
You know
is
how many
this?
times I went to
Before I go to a
restaurants and Googled
restaurant,
whatever it
yeah,
was?
I
Like,
look
what is
at the
the-
menu.
what is this word? Like,
I don't like being at a restaurant and them going to this table over there. Like I want to be able to place my order when I sit down. I don't need you to explain nothing except the specials because that's not on the menu. I'm on Yelp.
I have
I'm
never
Googling,
been to an upscale
like,
restaurant and not Googled something before I've got
Facts.
I review the menu so well that I already know what I want.
That's
down
why
to my drink and dessert.
when we went to Morton's and the lady was like, "Oh, it's Wagyu steak topped with foie gras." Miss, I don't want no geese liver. I'm good.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's what it was. That's why I didn't want the steak.
No, I already knew what I wanted when I knew what I was getting.
Yeah,
It was
you-
steak or lamb. That's what I mean,
Wait,
salmon or the lamb.
Once I looked up what foie gras was, and like they like fucking take the fucking duck or geese or whatever and shove the shit down the throat and massage the food down the throat to the fucking geese and duck get big as shit.
No, I want that.
I ain't want that shit.
I don't want that at all.
It's a bit much.
Duck is good though.
I don't give a fuck
Duck
how
is
fancy
good.
you
But
name
it's
that
the I
shit.
think it's like duck liver.
I don't think anybody's eating
I'm
anybody's
not eating the
liver.
liver,
That's
but duck
people
is
don't know what
good.
escargot and caviar is.
Yeah.
People
One
that
of
eat
them is
sushi
fish
don't
eye.
know that the little orange things on the sushi is fucking caviar.
Yeah,
That's fake caviar.
It's still
Depending on what you
because
get.
when you actually bite it, it just
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And
But, like, if you
caviar
got
is
the
actually
real-
supposed to be in a dish on ice.
the
Facts.
real
And you're
joint.
supposed to eat it with a little type of
Cracker.
But I think
no, not the
that-
cracker. You gotta scoop it with like a little plastic wood spoon or some shit.
Yeah, but you're really supposed to put it on
I
a
got
cracker
time
when
for it.
you're like
I'm
eating
going to
it.
eat. I'm not going to be dainty. I'm
If
going
you're tasting, yeah.
No,
it's
because
a
they
little
said they say that spoon that we're talking about, if you don't use it and use like a regular spoon, it will like fuck up the flavor or something. I don't know.
But I
I
don't
got
eat it.
too many rules for eating.
I ain't
that
got
food.
caviar, buddy.
I just like to eat my food.
But with y'all talking about the restaurants and stuff, when I was younger, we not like super fancy, but fancy back then was like Red Lobster.
That was fancy.
And like fucking Olive Garden.
That
and
was
shit.
fancy.
Yeah.
Now you go to Red Lobster. I'm going to Red Lobster
Like this, girl.
I'm
like
not
this.
putting on
Yeah.
no lay no more. But
Like
literally
Red
went to Red Lobster probably like end of last year. Motherfuckers was in there suited and booted.
I mean,
probably
But that's
Yeah.
because they
And that's
making
why
their money.
it was so different to me because I'm
Wait, what time was this? What was this?
like the end of last year.
The
But
niggas
that-
had that stimmy.
No, but they
I'm
probably.
hollering.
That's because we, like you said, that was our fine dining when we were younger, so we've outgrown that. So
But some people are there just
that's
getting
still their
introduced to
fine
it.
dining.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying that. I was in there like,
I don't judge.
Why they
Like,
don't
I don't
dress as
judge,
a
but it's
button?
also
No, I don't
like.
judge. Young boy was drawing. Like it was just too much.
Yeah,
I saw him.
no,
It's like
that
young
is-
boy, you got chill.
And also, like, I mean, I'm gonna be
life.
honest. Like, you putting it on the gram right now, you probably shouldn't share where you are until you leave.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, you doing all
We
of
definitely
this,
was
like,
taught that as women.
yeah, like you
Now,
don't ever, unless you're sharing your location with your crew.
Now,
So,
you
and it might be
right.
short.
But so here's
She
the
don't sleep till you get in the house.
here's the funny thing that
Where you at? Do I gotta send Anthony, girl?
when we went out for Monty's birthday, right? It was what? 6, 8 of us?
It was 8 of us.
It was 8 of us. Brian said, I'm not going out with y'all married people no more because y'all spend too much money. I'm just not doing it. So my joke was, I took a picture of the bill, sent it to Brian. Brian said, I would be divorced right now. But I just I did it because we got it was like an inside
It was the
joke
bill
type
of
situation.
all y'all together.
The bill, no. So the bill of all us together when we went was like 15,
No, it was 1100.
or 1100. The bill that me and Tashira had, because I knew that it was going to trigger a B, I took a picture. I said, babe, my decision join the B. She didn't even know what the price was. I sent it to B. B said, I will be divorced right now.
Why? Why would
Because, I mean, that's just him. Like, that's just, like, it was a
What
joke.
was the
That's just
bill?
him. It's like 3 and some change.
So wait, I'm.
But that's
ah,
every
he didn't make
dinner.
$300
Don't talk about my cousin like that on this podcast.
dinner. Tell me we ain't going on date then.
That's what I'm saying. That's every
I was about to say
dinner.
some shit too.
No, I mean, I'm like,
So he had a whole. He was like, "Yo, how much did we pay when we went to mortgage?" And I looked it up. He thought it was $1,800. I said, "Bro, like I was telling B, it was only $1,100. It was $275 a couple."
right. But I mean, he thought to
I'm
me,
saying like
he said he can't do that. He can't do a domestication.
Yo, and that was when y'all went to where?
Mortgage.
That was Morton's.
Man, we went to fucking Vango and spent $400.
That's what I'm saying. They
I mean, no, so
they
guess
hooped
like, bro,
alone
I
like
get it.
almost
So
$50.
yeah, like
Bro,
he'd have been mad at
The crazy
that.
part about it is, right, when they showed the bill and we did the math, we was like, you know what, let's all just split it into couples.
So, yeah.
Me, Rome, and Rick and them pulled out our credit cards or whatever the case may be.
No, you and I pulled our cards out quick. He
Okay,
waited.
yeah. Well, okay.
He tried to do the math.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, like
He was trying to use the
can't beat
H&M discount.
So here's the thing. So
my God.
so B was like, B was looking around. She's like, how much
Y'all
y'all owe?
editing it.
He probably will. I don't care. I can fight. He can't beat me.
All right, let's just.
Oh, but wait though, real fast. I didn't get to my question. My question is, so what is the respect? Because if I feel as though that if women say that they have been taught to respect themselves and they'll get respect in turn, what is the respect that you want, and where should it start?
Mm-hmm.
Because if
the respect is talking to me the same way. I know if I ask you on a date and we're on a date, I know from the time that I holler at you to the time I, let's just say, get whatever I want. I'm gonna just use that example as an example. I have to be.
Sir, watch your words.
I have to be, as I said, whatever I want. I could just want the final date. I could just want that. I could want a second date.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Regardless of what
You love your wife, don't you?
from the time that I want, from the time that I holler at you to the time that I get whatever I want. It could be a second date. It could be a relationship. It could be you getting to the point where you be my best friends. Whatever it is, I know I have to show you signs of respect.
Right.
It's the respect is before when I holler at you, it could be I'm going for a free date. That's not respecting me. It could be as little as that.
But is it being told to you that way, or is that just what?
It's the respect is y'all wouldn't need not y'all, but
I've been on dates for a meal.
But exactly, but it's times where that won't even be the respect.
But is there
The common courtesy could be respect. It's so many variables of
you're not
the respect
interested in
towards
me-
the man that we want
But
to get.
sometimes you don't know if you're interested in a man until you get him in certain situations.
But you gave me your number. You hollered
Yeah,
at
but
me.
that,
I hollered
and
at
it's
you.
fine. But sometimes
I feel like
we
you
can
little-
talk on the phone. We can talk on the phone, but sometimes I need to see how people are in public. Like, are you respectful to your server?
Yeah.
Because if you're not, and I would never know these things if we only talk because we
Yeah,
exchange
I'm
numbers.
No,
Like,
you
yeah,
could.
like,
If you that first conversation,
you know what I mean?
you would.
No. Let me tell you, I worked at a restaurant, and
You mean, all right, so niggas like that's capping.
yeah,
leading
like,
up to the first
people,
date.
Yeah, like people,
Okay,
people
all
have
right.
a conversation. Like you could seem nice. Like we all put on our little. I'm trying to be whatever you want me to be type of persona, and then you get people. You all go out, and then like he might be too cocky, like. Nan, Mr. Nan at the restaurant. You like when you say on the phone, he get you to the restaurant, then you realize like, ew, like he's taking all these pictures. Oh my God. He don't even know how to call. Yeah, like he don't even know how to get the attention of the server. Like
I
you
wouldn't
like,
be
yeah, go get me that.
All right.
Because you trying to be
Again,
big and bossy.
I could paint multiple variables of the respect. I holler at you. I get your number. I might not want to be one of them guys who want to be on a $200, $300 date.
And that's fine, because I might not want to be one of them girls that want to be on a $200.
Okay, but the respect. I'm getting to the respect part of it. Hey, let's go out for coffee and donuts. Oh, I don't do coffee and
That's
donuts,
crazy.
sir.
I drink
But that's
coffee
one of
every
the.
morning.
I know, but listen, it's certain women that's
And
when
I'm not
she.
taking you to Starbucks.
But look, she asked what the respect
Yeah.
is. So the respect could be, oh, I'm not one of them women. You don't have to tell it to me like that. That's part of having
Yes,
respect for a man.
So
if that's not what you want, it's
Then,
multiple
yeah.
ways of saying, all right, well, listen, I would like if we do this because of this.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
speaking on that because I actively just did that last week. So I met somebody.
You
We've
want
been
no coffee?
talking. Listen. We've been talking. So he want to go out on a first date. I'm not the typical go to dinner first date because I think that's boring. Like we can go somewhere. So he said he likes to initiate. He wants to be the leader. Cool.
God.
I said, however, I don't want to go to dinner. He like, so if you don't want to do that, then you can plan. I'm for it. So now we're going to meet up and go to a park. Like I need
So
somebody
now
somewhere
you
open.
planned it?
Yeah.
Well, homie,
I'm not mad at that.
I am because let her know. Here, this is why.
I'm gonna let you know, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm
know that you can broaden your horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
What if she get bored? What if that's also boring? If dinner is boring to her, you not even making plans could be boring to her.
Hear me out. I also want you to know that even with me wanting to take the lead, that I'm not so gung ho on
So
me
that's
having
how
to
I
lead.
took it.
Yeah.
That's how I took it
Yeah.
as.
So I'm going to compromise with
Yeah,
you.
I took it as okay.
right.
He's meeting me halfway.
Come on, bro.
I took it as he meeting me halfway.
Sometimes you got to give a little,
And I feel like dinner on a first date, I say it's boring because we're putting on a persona of who we are at this table. I want to meet you where we walking and talking, like we get lost in time and we just let loose and we're just talking. At dinner, we like You trying to be
You wanna be
courteous.
at the
You trying to be
restaurant for a certain
uptight.
amount of
You don't
time.
want to eat so much because you don't want them to know that you're greedy. Because I'm gonna eat
Whole
when I
time
go
you
out to dinner.
starving. I want appetizer, entree. Listen, I want appetizer, entree, and something.
Right.
Damn good, it look good. That didn't take
Yes.
I need my salad too, and I
need everything else.
Exactly.
But it was the
If
delivery.
it wasn't monkeypox out here, I eat your last little bit of steak.
Then that's the next thing. I've been on a date where somebody reached across the table at my plate. Like, so I don't want. Yeah.
That's wild.
On a first date?
We fighting.
Fucking first date.
Oh, that date's canceled.
Turn
And you
me
paying
off.
for all
It
this.
was a major turn
Not
off.
even
Flipping the table.
Hey, that looks good. Do you mind if I have a
Can
piece?
I try it? Like, don't you?
No, you reach over and say, hey, I'm going to the back. Probably right back. Girl, let me tell you about this nigga.
I think I probably did text about it.
Probably.
Right. In the
I
moment,
think- I feel
was
like you
annoyed.
did.
I was annoyed.
That's
I did.
wild.
I would have been at
You
the
like
table
froze in the
like-
moment when he did it. You was like,
My face, I'll be like, and
nigga
I
probably
looked,
like-
and I was like, and then it's like he's like, oh, that's salmon.
Salmon.
it is salmon.
It's salmon.
It's salmon.
It's salmon.
It's
You made
salmon.
too much money.
But the fact that
to
you
call
call
it
my
salmon.
food salmon, no, this is
Nah,
salmon,
don't.
and don't put your
No,
fork
I
over
make
here.
too much money to not order salmon no more. That's what the fuck I do. I know how to pronounce all the steaks, but it's always
Salmon is that shit that come in a
It
can.
can't exactly.
That makes
With
the
the
best
little
crab
pieces of
cakes,
bones
though.
in it,
That makes the
too.
best. That makes the
Slide it
best
out the
salmon
can,
cake.
crack it open, and take the bone
But no,
out.
yeah, like the delivery. I didn't want the date that he was offering. So I get what you're saying is the delivery of how you set the tone for the respect. So I showed him I still respect that you want to be a leader, but that's not what I want for the first one.
Now let me ask you a question. Had he said, all right, so I want to go out to eat. You say, well, we're going out to eat, bro. I want to do that or something. He would have said no. What happens next?
I don't know. We would have had to deal with it then.
And that's the difference between he's trying to take the lead. You should let him lead.
Yeah.
Bro.
So I think I probably still would have went because you still want to initiate it, but I still would have been like,
Yeah, but
don't
yeah,
wanna do
because
it.
You would
so
already
now
been bored though.
your whole everything
now
is different now.
because if he is
These the people that you need to fight for, not the man that take pictures of the Balenciaga sneaker.
pay attention to her reaction.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
Once you pay attention to her reaction, now you know this dinner just can't be no regular ass dinner.
yeah, I got to wow her in some kind of way.
so we're not
Like-
going to Fridays.
Well, we should
We
have
might
went.
be going to the back fence.
Or we could be
Or y'all
on a
can go
picnic.
to Booker's. Y'all can go to Booker's.
Or if you observe from talking and you see, okay, this girl like music, or she
Yeah.
she said she like dancing. I don't know if there's still places where you can actually go dance at
No,
dinner,
I've
like that
never-
back in the day,
I
like
like
the movie type of stuff.
My
I
non-dancing
would
self,
like
I would like that.
I'm
My
not going to
non-dancing
suggest
self,
the,
I would
place
like
where
that.
I would
Let's
say
go
because
salsa.
they don't sponsor
No, I
the
ain't doing
pod.
that.
But they the only
Like
places
that.
that's like that.
They said the hips don't lie. My hips gonna lie. Not
Do you
salsa.
need any more examples of y'all?
I mean, I guess if it's just like how we talk to y'all, I gotta take it up with y'all mamas.
That's
I think
that's
that's-
major
yeah,
to
from
a
there.
man.
Yeah.
That's really
I'm not like
number
that,
one
boy, I'm
for
just
real.
saying.
To most men is how
But
you talk to us.
It's not
Because we have to do it from the rip.
No, I know. I'm just.
It's not just
I
my.
got jokes too. Mama's boys.
Far from a mama.
I can fight.
Yo, this fucking show that come on TLC, them niggas make me fucking mad. A bunch of names.
He do not like men.
Well, all right.
Yo, I don't know if y'all seen it.
Did your boy get fist up too?
Yeah. Off the fist. Bro, the nigga really said, the show is called I'm in love with a mama's boy. These niggas be letting their fucking mom control their lives.
Y'all been chopping the shit
I'm
out
sorry,
of this table.
because there was this one
It
episode
wasn't me.
where this boy had been married to this girl.
Yo, he's mad.
And because hear me out, the boy is married to his wife, and his mom convinced him to get fucking a DNA test for their kids. That's wild to me. As a man, to let your mother like plant them seeds in your head and you put your wife through that emotional shit is wild to me.
So what
Hey
happens
man,
if
I
it's
know
not
some niggas who daddies ain't they daddies.
So no, they took the test and obviously
No, I said. So what happens if it ain't his baby? Then your mama was right, and now you.
She say-
I know some niggas.
And she
Well, I mean,
saved
I
him.
know some niggas who got some kids and they about 7. And for 7 years that ain't been they did.
I mean, I get that part. But being a mama's boy on top of that shit, like if your mom whisper in your ear and say something about it, okay. But
she couldn't have convinced him if he didn't already have his reservations about it.
Yeah.
the whole
So I agree,
show,
but I disagree. And here's why.
The whole show is just trash.
You ever see a mama's boy that just like everything their mom says is Bible?
Yo.
Yeah, I used to date one.
And that's the problem.
And I think that like it's one of them shows like you can know that like you can, bro, like you can track this lady's every step and you know good and damn well that shit chopper because your mom said it. That was like, oh, let me think about it. Mom, you might be right. No, you was a sucker. You was a name.
Yeah, use a real name.
Bitch ass nigga. All right, we're gonna go ahead and
Now you a band. You went from a name to a band.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, we got a shitload of y'all gonna have like 22 of them topic them podcast
He a name band anywhere and a whack ass nigga.
He's a dumbass nigga.
Oh shit.
Man. Fuck you niggas is all of them.
You ain't got finished.
I'm gonna put all of them in a collage for you niggas.
It's Dan, Wayne, Dan. That's it.
A collection of niggas.
You got a collectible for you niggas today, all you bad, fan.
Well, all right.
Y'all started.
We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Before we do so,
Before we find another end.
before we find another hand.
A pen. A poor ass nigga. That's how you shouldn't even be out here.
Pussy ass nigga, dumb ass nigga, crooked ass nigga,
Man been Candan.
Stupid ass nigga.
stupid ass nigga.
Sorry, Dr. Seuss book.
Fucking Adrian Brown ass.
I'm a can man.
One
Anybody
man,
can do it.
One nigga.
No African, Jamaican. I just beat the
Apology ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, cuck ass nigga.
Yo, wrap it up there, man.
Niggas on niggas.
Yo, bro, you got somebody that you want to thanks for looking out this week, man.
Shoot. My family for coming out Friday night. So everybody that came out, shout out to everybody that came out. Definitely appreciate y'all. We had fun. We turned up. And I went to bed.
My thanks for looking out would be for my brother Rome over here. Got that rental.
Oh, I forgot.
Because we almost done. We about to be out. We about to be out to New Orleans.
What's up? That's what's up.
I said Rome shit. And
my thanks for looking out is Hero's Head.
it should be definitely
The thing that helped them.
And
the
the
thing that
Baba.
broke the fall.
The Baba.
Y'all should write a review.
I think it's the we should.
Yeah.
No, they should. They should be sponsors. So we're gonna be hitting Baba up. We're gonna be hit. So my thanks for looking out is to the Baba and Hero's Head because he still hit his head. So that thank you for your head being strong enough.
Because we always laugh about stuff later. So when he fell, right? When he hit the floor, was it like that pause and that look like nigga you let me fall?
No, so
And he cried.
we got planked. So all right. So this
I
is
have to
why.
play with my nephew.
No,
This is why I think he was
everything
alright.
serious after the fact.
Yeah,
Me and
yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
laughs about. So when I talked to him, he was like, "You heard the sincerity of his voice." I'm like, "Damn." The next day, I'm like, "Yo."
Yeah.
So he alive? Like, I'm alive.
Yesterday, the next day we actually did laugh. But we got plink flooring.
You gotta bleep it out. Don't touch
So-
her. It's like
That's what I said, Shar.
Sorry.
The Bible broke his fall, but we also got plink flooring. So if anybody who know what plink flooring is, underneath the plink flooring, there's like
support, yeah.
subflooring, and then it's like this little thin foam type joint. So
It's not like hard.
yeah, it wasn't hard. Like it was. Yeah, so he was alright. He was 6 months, so yes, of course, it shit hurt. But initially, everything was like broke. All that shit broke the fall. But when he hit the joint,
It was just
like when I came back,
surprise of it.
like bro, the white went up in the air.
I dropped my baby.
Yo, so I'm holding him, right? I'm holding him. He crying. He doing this shit right here.
He wanna be
His
up
hands is doing that. I'm like, yo,
did he pause?
really
Did he do the?
No, he ain't do one of them.
Like
That's
that
how I know.
can't breathe,
Yeah,
it's stuck
can't.
here.
That's how I know it didn't really hurt. I ain't going. Sorry, Harold, if you hear this years from now.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Like so, I'm holding him. I'm feeling his head. His head is warm as shit. It's hot.
Because he just hit it.
I know, but I'm like,
and
yo,
he up
like,
there now.
yeah. So and then he like he
do that
chill,
little shaking.
and then he be like, And I think his next cry, I don't think it was a pain cry. I think it was
probably
you supposed to be my daddy, nigga.
He was probably
It was at that moment he was
startled.
like, why the fuck did she leave me here with him?
So wait, one more question.
The old
One more
nigga
question.
mannequin with this nigga right here.
So wait,
You dropping baby ass
This nigga right here.
so
finger, what's
Right
the
here.
shit called?
remember
Butterfinger ass nigga.
on Power?
I'm a band. I'm a BFN.
Remember on Power? When Tariq shot Goose and he fell and he had to look
Like
like.
was going back slow.
I'm telling you, bro. Like when I came
Little hand
back,
ass nigga.
little hand ass.
It was none of that.
LHN.
Don't fall off of a balcony, like off of a second level.
That shit, yo.
This baby
As
fell off
a
of
baby,
But when you
he
small,
probably-
it's different. Like
Yeah, he
it's a
probably
long
felt
fall.
like that was a. Yo, I'm
this
telling
big.
you,
He this
dog. The food is right here and the wipe is right here. I dropped when I came back. I seen hands.
See, that's what I'm
When I
saying.
seen hands, like to answer your question, when he hit the joint, I picked him up. Like I was
You was
like,
shaking.
yeah, like.
So wait, was you more scared? No. Was you more scared of him falling or Shar finding out?
Shar finding out. Shar finding out. I told you the times. It was 5:04 when he fell. I got to my senses by like when he stopped crying. Like after like the first 3
Yeah, 'cause
times he
you couldn't
stopped
call him crying.
it was 5:10.
Facts, because she was going
I didn't call her until 5:12.
Yeah.
Like
Was she off work then?
she was on. I didn't know. I didn't know. So when I called her, she was in the car, and I'm like,
You
babe,
FaceTimed her?
yeah, I had to.
Yeah,
I had
'cause she
to.
wasn't wanting to
'Cause,
see him.
Yeah, I called her. I'm like, babe, where you at? She like, on the way home. And I was
All
like,
perky, all happy.
and I'm like, I dropped him. She was like, oh, you did what to my baby? Oh my god! Oh my god! She's doing all this shit. In my mind, she's swerving the car. Like,
Now she in danger.
cause she's doing all this shit. She moving, and I'm like, babe, he fine. No, he not.
You know what, Anthony?
So was he
Just so
You know when you get your ass whipped as a kid and you start to calm down.
Shit after trauma. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Did he? Once when you calm him down, did he?
Yeah, he was definitely doing that. He was definitely doing that, and I know,
You gotta calm yourself
yeah.
down.
The first thing I was like, and again, he was done eating, had his bottle, so he normally goes straight to sleep after that.
Well,
But
now he
not
couldn't
this
go to
time.
sleep because
I
he done
know.
had a head trauma.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
he got
now I'm
the
scared because I know he's tired,
You
but
up?
I'm scared.
You what?
Hey, son.
No,
Son.
look.
Son, you alright, son?
It was so like she made it like
What'd she do when she walked in? What'd she say to you?
I took. She didn't say anything.
Grab the shit out
She
there, baby. I'm
I
Where was
told
he
you
at
she
when she
ran.
came in?
I was sitting on the step.
Uh-huh.
I was sitting on the step and I was holding him. I was on the phone with my mom. Cause after she hung up, she called the doctor. But I'm like, I need somebody else to talk to.
Yeah.
Wasn't calling Miss Tony.
So the 2 back-to-back calls I missed was after him fell?
No, I called you to let y'all know about the episode.
No,
we was in the hospital. We was in the hospital.
Cool.
So I'm on the phone with my mom. My mom like, all right, just calm down. Shit happens. It goes through it. You remember when I fucking dropped Ace? Remember? That little nigga smart. He gonna be alright.
Not that little nigga smart though.
I told her she ran in. She was like a fucking runaway slave. The way she was like you know how when in movies when the slaves get beat and they be walking like this. She walked in the house like, where's my baby? Where's my baby?
Like she hopped up the step with one foot. She
all the way in the house.
we at
Yo.
car
Yeah,
parked,
did she
double
park?
parked outside.
I don't know. Yeah, she did part. She did part.
Was she on the curb?
Bro, this was the real
Bro, she
like
parked on
the
the
shit that made me real
Hello, that's why
emotional.
she hot. 'Cause she
The
fell
shit
out
that
the
made
car.
me really emotional was when we was on our way to the hospital. We on our way to CHOP. We flying down fucking Walnut Street, right? We flying down Walnut Street.
I do that normally.
He's sleepy.
The lights do connect.
He just got done eating. He's sleepy. So he's on some.
She think he losing consciousness.
What? She like, oh my god, my baby. You in driver? I'm in the driver's seat, like
Looking back.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Ain't a joke. I know how you drive. Wait, look, ain't like this. Look, ain't like this. Oh, she like, no, baby, wake up, baby, wake up, baby, wake up. And you crying. Now your ass crying. I broke my baby. Now it's like,
I'm in the driver's seat, yo. I'm so fucking out of it. Like, I can't even, like. And then somebody almost cut us off. When the nigga almost cut us off, she was like, oh.
You get your ass whipped, bro.
wait, what you do? Wait, what you do?
Leave my sister
Because he
alone.
almost cut us off
Leave
from
my
her
sister
side.
alone.
She's in the back seat, and she's on this.
Leave my sister alone.
Wait, do it again. Do it again. Shar, do it again. Shar, I'm sorry. Shar, I'm sorry. Do it again.
You don't see his ass all week.
He can afford it.
Deserved it.
He be all right. Do it again, bro. Do it again.
The nigga swear. I hit the brush. She put her hand on the touch. Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here.
No.
Shit, hold up.
I woke up and I'm like, yo, I was like, I got 2 missed calls. But then I see the text, it's like, and I'm like, oh, that's not Shar. This ain't.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
left
like,
my phone in the crib and all that
so
shit.
in my head, I'm like, what happened to Shar? Like, what happened to like, what's going on?
Years to deliver me a message.
Yeah, man.
No, because, all right. So remember we were supposed to go to the gym. I wound up still going. No, I lied. I didn't. I didn't go. So I was supposed to go to the gym. She backed out. And I was sitting there and I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. So I think, who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody and they had dropped something. So it made me think like, oh shoot, let me text them and tell them that we're not going to have the pod out the right day because Ann dropped the baby. Like,
Bro, I sent a message.
He dropped his baby.
I said, yo, so we're not dropping the episode this week.
No, the baby got dropped.
This nigga was like, oh, I forgot to tell y'all.
Yeah,
It's not coming out.
Man, that was stupid. What's your appreciation?
My appreciation for the week, I don't know. Probably, I appreciate my mom. We met up a couple times after work. We work close to each other, so we met up. We meet up a couple times during the week after work, and just she'll ask me about my day. So yeah, that's my appreciation for the week.
My appreciation is everybody that helped make their week a lot easier than what it could have been. And I drive like Uber and Lyft.
Are you
Last week.
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
Okay. You said that week like it was like a.
I was confused too, but I wasn't asking no
Was
questions.
it hell week? Like what was going on? Like
Because it was that week.
Okay.
It was like its own week in its own.
Okay.
Yeah. But I drive Uber and Lyft from time to time. And I had a passenger yesterday. Was dropping them off to some little church. I ain't gonna say little church event.
Come on,
some church
Christians.
event they were having for kids.
Come on,
and when
Jesus.
he went to get out, he was like, "Fatima, what can I pray for you this week?" And I'm like, "Wow, like how you know I needed prayer?"
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember. I think his name was Kevin. So I'm thankful for Kevin.
Kevin.
Shout out to Kev.
Shout out to Kevin Kev.
Sis, Money, you got a thanks for looking out this week?
Yeah, my thanks for looking out is to all the people that told me and my lovely father happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yo, your mom really gave Mr. Hiram a baby for his birthday.
Oh, you got a gift for his birthday.
Yes.
My birthday 4 days before his. So my birthday the 15th, his the 19th. And shout out to God for letting my dad still be here at 70.
Yes.
What year was you born? I'm not doing that math.
94.
94. Shout out to Club of 94.
I'm not telling her happy birthday though.
Because I might think you like me.
Well, 93
Damn.
actually, but yeah.
I don't want you to get the wrong idea.
You have your own money, so it's okay.
I do.
I do.
So wait.
Yes, sir. Follow the gang on BMMW Podcast on all social media platforms and YouTube. You can follow me at ANT_N.I.C.E, ANT_Nice2151 on Twitter. Nay, one.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram personal page at Neymarie, NEI_Marie, MARIE. Or you can follow my business page. Excuse me. And
Sorry.
and my apologies. I lost it. Damn it. And follow my business page and place an order at Banana Pudding Pusher, PUSHA.
I got a grudge.
What's the grudge?
Because I thought like you was gonna bring like some samples or something.
I don't ever make samples. Unless I'm doing like a pop-up or something.
So the fat person in me wanted to ask him like, yo, she...
Damn, the fat person in me too wrong.
I'm sorry.
Because I wasn't like, first of all, I didn't even know if I was going to physically be here, so I couldn't like put an order in like, yo, like,
B3.
wasn't thinking about it. But I'm just, but like, because being as though like, we both work with food. Mm-hmm. People always want stuff, but don't never want to pay for it. Mm-hmm. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. I get it.
And then people always be like, "Oh, I just want some for myself." It's like, well, what do I do with the rest?
Right. Yeah.
So.
Like you can't give me 2 wings.
Yeah. Like it's like, what do I do with the rest? Like.
So basically, niggas put an order in next time. Y'all.
I mean, yeah. So next time, the order is getting put in.
Yeah, order definitely getting put in.
I told you when
we're gonna have a fucking pusher smorgasbord out here.
I
went and picked the food up, and it was a line on the block, and I'm like, it's hard to turn out the block because the C line Avenue is like right there. So I'm like, this shit crazy. And I'm like, this shit crazy.
You won't make it. The trap house,
the trap house be booming. It's really a trap house. Yes.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Team, where they can find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Miss Timmy Sosa. So that's MS_. Timmy.Sosa.
She be decorating hosts.
And business page.
What's this business page? Because what is this backdrop you speak of?
And the business page is at timelesslyunique.events.
Alright.
Are we being...
When you post it, let me know so I can steal it.
So, yeah, I'm gonna put everything up.
We definitely gonna talk about this backdrop because we need, our aesthetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
This joint light you.
Yeah, so that's
It's fine, you growing.
Yeah.
Chef, where they can find you at, bro?
I don't know.
In the kitchen cooking up.
What is it? Chef Rome _89? Yeah. I be forgetting because y'all hacked me. I'm still mad at that because y'all got me. Business page is The Roman Way. Don't follow me on Facebook because y'all be acting crazy. I quit.
Roman in the kitchen.
I'm tired of being precise. Follow me at Petty_Ruxpin.
You what the
fuck? No. It lasts for 2 weeks.
I was trying to be precise for 2 weeks.
Told you.
That shit ain't
too much work.
It ain't work.
Too much work.
It ain't work.
Steph, you switched it?
Yeah.
He switched it back.
I really thought I did. See, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, I thought he switched it to
So now I gotta go back in the bio and change it again?
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, go back into the bio.
Yeah, hit that.
Football season, wings coming out, got some new flavors. I ain't telling y'all nothing, just order them.
Yes.
Are we finally gonna get our wings on the
And
pod?
place your orders.
Could that be a part of the smorgasbord?
Place your orders for small bites.
When?
Nigga, what you mean when? We asked for him a month ago.
Yeah, I told you no.
We got an anniversary episode coming up.
We do.
What's the anniversary episode?
20 something. I don't know.
What y'all doing?
I got an idea.
The 25th. That's the.
Okay.
So it'll be out on the 28th. Anniversary episode. This will be our 1 year. Our 1 year.
Not for that. Once we finish, I got an idea for y'all.
Yeah, we
Not the core. Something. I got an idea.
Got you. All right. Ready?
Got an idea too, but yeah. Y'all not gonna know yet.
Cool. And on that note, we out.
Deuces. I almost forgot.